Listen, Black Power family, y'all already know what it is, man. I got my brother King Simon in the building, and y'all are in for a special treat. Make no mistake about it, you are in for a special treat today, family. This is brother King Simon, one of the hardest working men in show business. We're gonna deal with relationships. We're gonna deal with numerology. We're gonna delve into a little bit of the zodiacs, the astrology, family. Make sure you sit down with your wife, your girlfriend, your children, your sons, your daughters, and make them watch this video. Because this brother right here is going to tell you who you are. Who are you? See, a lot of us don't know who are we. We're about to find out right now through the power of the zodiac and numerology. And the mathematics, because we know mathematics don't lie. So without any further ado, my brother, I want to first bring you on with the first question. Yes, the up and coming debate. Yeah. We got to get this out the way so we can, you know, please. The up and coming debate with Harry Rosenberg. I'm going to tell you, yes, Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad always used to tell us the daredevil. Yes, that's the daredevil. That's right. And he really believes that he got what it takes to take on the young phenom. Right. He's in for a rude awakening, brother. Right. I'm telling you, man, Polite is going to come with scholastic information. How do you feel about Smack being on board? We know that Smack can draw the youth. People going to be watching this shit from all over. Family, we want to let you know now, if you didn't get the live stream, not this Sunday, but next Sunday is going down. If you didn't get the live stream, go to www.2012stores.com. Make sure you get the right ticket. Just read, and you're going to see where it says ticket and then pay-per-view. Make sure you get the one that say pay-per-view, because you want to have your ass in that building that day. If you can be there live, you should be there to celebrate this energy with us, man, because it's going down. Brother King Simon, talk more about it, brother.
Man. Well, first and foremost, man, I'm honored to be here on Signet TV Black News. 101, 2, 3, and 4.
102.
You it's
right there on your mic.
102, but you got so many.
That's right.
I got to make it. You on? Yeah, so, you know, this debate, man, let me tell you something. You know, like I always tell people, man, haters make us greater. There is so much love, but there's also so much hate because of the debate. And, you know, take it from somebody who's been promoting for like over 20 years now, from the club life to this life and all types of lives. You know, you're gonna get hate. That's right. One thing, Sa and everybody that's gonna be on the panel, all of us that are participating as far as promoters, we're gonna get hate. You know, and one thing I try to tell those people that are haters: stop hating and do what you're supposed to do. That's all you got to do. Do what you're supposed to do. Be a solution to your community and not a problem. We need to work together, because we can all work together if we want to, but sometimes it's just somebody, sometimes it's their nature, sometimes it's in certain people's nature to go against. Some people are actually agents without them being agents. Ain't that something? Some people are actually being agents without being paid agents against our unity and against our coming together and against people, the lecture forms. I heard people actually go against me because I do too many lectures. People don't know. People don't know why. People, how come they never went against me when I was doing a party every week, a show every week at SOBs for at least 5 years straight? Every week. The only time we got off was 2 weeks straight, and that was right before Christmas. That's the only time that person that owned that club let us off. And I was putting out 5,000 to 10,000 flyers a week. People don't understand the depth of what we have to do to get this information. And I was doing conscious reggae. The Lucianos, the Burning Spears, the Buju Bantams, that's what I was doing. And now that I came back into the conscious community, I'm getting hate the same way. Sanetta's getting hate from doing what he's been doing for over 15 or more years. Polite is getting hate.
Like you said, that comes with the game.
Haters make it. That's right. Haters make us greater, man. It comes with the territory.
It makes us even more famous.
That's the beauty of it, man. So Smack being on it, that's gonna bring a whole new level. And I remember Smack coming to SOBs. Big up to you, Smack. You'd have to see me to know who I am, man. From SOBs, Simon Templar. But I remember him coming over to SOBs and putting that camera in people's face and doing the things. Because I remember his voice, and when he said it, I said, "Oh snap!" And then he just. I said, okay, this man, he's real. And now that he's that crossing the genres to get to the young people through the debates is going to be powerful, because now it's like we're bringing back the cipher that the 5% had on the street. We bring it back to cipher. And that was my first enlightenment when I was 14 through the 5%. So big up to the gods and earths all the time. And I respect y'all for giving us that mathematical information. So what Smack is doing coming out of Queens, and what Polite is doing coming out of Brooklyn, and what Sanetta's going from out of Manhattan, and Rosenberg coming out of Israel. Look, yo, this is a multi-faceted thing, man. So you got to respect. And big up to Red Pill and Blue Pill and you that gave some great pertinent questions to my brother Smack. I know y'all was dropping it on him, and I'm so happy he was able to answer it and drop it on you and give you what he really believed. And he wasn't BSing too. He was straight to the point. He wasn't pussyfooting around. He wasn't tiptoeing, and he's real about what he does. He's been on the grind just like us. We be on the grind. We just on the grind in different fields. But now the field is coming together, and that's the greatness of what's going to happen on March the 20th, 2016 at the Alhambra Ballroom. You got to be there. Doors open at 1:30. I'm telling you. Look, vendors, we going to be there at 12:30 because we got to get the vendors in before the doors open. I ain't got no time. We ain't playing with you. Call.
April the 10th. What's going on?
April, oh, man, where are my flyers? I done gave out all the rest. April the 10th, we got my man, Brother Reggie, or Dr. Reggie, with my man Sharif Bay, L. Bay. My brother, they're going to be doing some great work, and they're going to show and prove between Kemet and the Moors, which is one family, to tell you the truth, because in their Quran that was put together, divinely inspired by the one, the only prophet, Noble Drew Ali, it said that the Moors came out of Kemet. So let's not play with the games. Let's get back to chronology. That's all it is. We're only having a problem where people came in at a certain point of time, and then you'll find the unity. So I hope after that debate, and after our debate, there's going to be a certain level of unity, a certain level, especially at our debate, a certain level of all those people that's going to come, 800 people that's going to come. We need to be able to put together to buy a building for Sanetta or something. We got to do something. Because Sanetta don't need to be just in his place, his house, working his business. He don't need to be inviting people he don't know into his house. He needs to have his own space where we can do multi-floor level stuff for Sanetta TV. We need to do that. So that's real. That's what I'm working on, to do it in Brooklyn. He do it here in Manhattan. We get people do it in the Bronx, but we have to do it because we can't just say we're going to move out to North Carolina, down south. The inner city youth need us. We are the forefront of this, man. You don't know how it feels like when I give a flyer to somebody and they say, yo, I know you, King Simon. I know Sanetta. Yo, what's up with Polite? Yo, I'm telling you, the thugs ran up on me on Eastern Parkway in Nostrand and say, yo, what's up with Polite, son? Yeah. Why he ain't in the hood? I said, man, he always been in the hood, man. Right now, yo, he's here to take you to the next level. And what I learned from Malcolm X's former bodyguard and the jeweler of the Nation of Islam, he said, when you have something precious, you're supposed to not go in the hole with your people. You're supposed to stand over the hole and tell them to try to come and get it and inspire them to come get the precious stuff. It's important that we do this. And that's in my book, No Promotion is Bad Promotion, sold on Polite's website, 2012 stores. I'm telling you, it's very important that we learn to understand what Polite has, what Sanetta have, what I have is something precious. And if you want to meet us at our level, you have to come up to our level. We can't come down to you all the time. We come down to you when we're in the street, but we can't. We got to show you that there's a potential in every one of us to rise to the top. And Sanetta's doing it on Sanetta TV. Brother Polite is doing it, what he's doing. Umar Johnson, who I heard my man on Red Pill and Blue Pill, he's doing it at his level. Farrah Gray, Khaled's son, is doing it at his level. You got to respect their grind. Abundance Child is tearing up Delaware right now with her Food Drop Squad kitchen. You got to respect her grind. You can't hate on those people. Let's work together and make it happen. And we can do this.
Okay, my brother, that's powerful, powerful opening. Now let's get into the body of this lecture, man. The purpose of you being here today, brother. Oh, man, numerology. Talk about the importance of numerology. What does this prove, brother? We ain't dealing with no spooky stuff, are we? All right, let's get into that right there. Numerology.
Well, first and foremost, I want to say thank you, brothers, and I want to thank people like Brother Polite and my aunt who encouraged me to write. And because Polite was doing so many books at a time, he's the one that encouraged me to write more. And this is my second book called Numbers Are Simple, People Are Complicated. In actuality, we got to recognize that mathematics goes through different levels, and even to the esoteric level of each and every person. What I do, or what Lloyd Strayhorn do, or what any of these authors that I'm going to show you does with numerology is make what you have intuitively in you tangible. That means you see why you were born on April 6th, like my brother here. You see why Polite was born August 10th. You see why I was born February 1st, or why Lord was born February 16th, or why Reggie is born on the 9th of March. It was something. It's something that we came through that mother's womb at a particular time, a particular day. Now, when you want to get into the particular times, that's when I always advise you go to one of those great astrologers, like the one Ampu, or Cosmophysics, my man Ra'aku or Markaku, or you go to Sister Number Swami and all the rest of them, and all these great astrologers. I am more into the numbers. I touch on astrology, but people like Lloyd Strayhorn is astronumerology. The only reason I deal with numbers first because it is a faster way to get a bird's eye view of the individual that I'm dealing with, not just through their birthday, but even their name. I could read your name and tell you, you don't even have to tell me your birthday. I could read portions of your name, the letters in your name, because every letter is connected to a number. So I try to let people understand that it's not just because Pythagorean dropped it in 600 years ago or so, but before him in ancient Kemet, in Sumeria, in Chaldea, in India, they was always dropping this type of knowledge to chart our children or chart each individual so they be able to relate and communicate with one another better. That's all numerology is. It's something to make it tangible why you were born on any date. Even if you was born on February 29th, that comes around every 4 years, you were born on that date for a reason. So that's why that's why I do numerology, and that's why Lloyd Strayhorn, who's my teacher, and Jejna, which is an Ethiopian word for guide and spiritual guide and teacher. We don't use mentor because we're not touring no men. We're not into that thing there. We're not into that. That's a European Greek thing. We ain't into the mentors and all that kind of stuff. That's when Ulysses was touring and playing with little boys, and mentor and all that kind of stuff was playing with little boys to give them knowledge. They had to give them knowledge, and they had to have sex with the little boys. We ain't got no time. That's why I don't use mentor. Jejna is Ethiopian, which means spiritual guide, spiritual teacher, and that's what we use, and that's what Baba Baruti taught us to use, and Irritated Genie and rest of other people taught us to use.
All right, my brother, before we get to this PowerPoint, can you share with us some of the books over there, the importance of the book, what it is, what it breaks down? Let's go into that.
All right, let's start off. Let's start off with my brother's book, Brother Polite. Now, a lot of people don't know that Brother Polite wrote a numerology book, which is Solar Numerology, Past Life Exegesis, and Divulge of Your Future. Very powerful book. Now, Solar Numerology is a little bit different because it comes more from the ancient perspective, just like Indian numerology and all that kind of stuff. But Solar Numerology, actually, when they use the years, they use the last 2 digits of the year. Like, say this is 2016, they won't use the 2000, but they use the 16, and really add up if they wanted to get your life path. But it's very similar to numerology as far as your personality, as far as the alignment number and all that kind of stuff, and also far as what kind of jewels, what kind of stuff is connected to you and all that, what kind of planets is connected to you. Polite did an excellent job in this book. Make sure you get it. It's on 2012stores.com. This is one great book that you need to get. Polite drops it, and he's using numerology. People don't know he born August 10th, 1983. I'm not mistaken. I know that's my brother's birthday, and he is using it to the fullest of his capacity. Believe me, because people born on the 10th, especially that's in numerology, it's called the Wheel of Fortune, or people that can be successful, whatever they put their mind to, but it's up to them. They could be wickedly successful, or they could be positively successful. And think about the life of Brother Polite being a former Crip superior, being wicked on one end, and now turning over a new leaf and being positive on the other end. Anytime I see those zeros added to it, whether you're born on the 10th or the 20th or the 30th, just like my man Natural Tahuti, big up Tahuti, who wrote me a letter. I sent him another letter back to him. He born January 30th. As you see, Tahuti has gone through different forms and expression. You see how he's gone through one dynamic of positiveness until somebody get him caught up in what he's doing. He's born January 30th. He's Aquarius. Oh, your son born? Big up to him. Where your son at?
My son at work right
Good,
now.
good, good. Who, Jabari?
Nah.
Okay. Oh, your other son? Oh, you born the 30th? Yeah. They're very good at expressing themselves. They love music. They love women. Usually they get younger women that come to them, and when they get older, they get younger. And when they was younger, they got older women that was coming to them. So it's a lot dealing with the 30. And if you can, write Natural Tahuti. Right now, he's in his number 4 year. When I say number 4 year, I mean that when you add the 1 plus his 3 in the 30 plus the 2016, which is a number 9 year, it adds up to a number 4. If you add it all up together, he's in the number 4 year. 4 year deals with strange and weird, unusual things, mentally going into his mental psyche, and it can mess up his psyche on the negative, and we got to keep on encouraging him while he's in prison. We got to keep on encouraging him to stay focused, to write that book, because I always told him to write. And because you're born under 30th or born under that number 3, number 3s are supposed to express themselves through writing, through music, through art, through drawing, whatever they can. Number 3s got to do it because they have it. And you can't hold a number 3 back as far as when they want to talk. Whether a woman born on the 30th, the 30th, the 12th of the month, whatever, do not try to hold them back. Let them express themselves, because they got to release all of that tension. They got to release all that's in them, especially in arguments. So big up to Natural Tahuti, and it's respect to him, man. I'm serious. And your son too, brother.
Mm-hmm. Okay, brother. The relationships. How do you tie numerology, astrology, into the relationships?
Well, as far as the numbers, what happened is that what I do in numerology is try to show people that each number has a element connected to it. Each number has a planet connected to it. For instance, the number 1 is connected to the number Sun, and it's a fire number. Now, my book says numbers are simple, people are complicated. 1 plus 1 is 2. That's simple. But if you put two ones together and they don't have a certain camaraderie, a certain balance with each other, they can be too arrogant, too fussy, too argumentative people if we don't learn to put them together. Like, for instance, Sonetta born on the 6th, his wife is born on the 11th. February 11th. That's because Aquarius like me. Stop playing. And 1 plus 1 is 2. Now, 2s and 6 in numerology get along together very well. And because he's a fire sign and she's an air sign, air and fire works together very well. So you got to get with the complementary element as much as you can. When you do get with those that are not complement, like fire and water, that's when you're going to have stress in your relationship, or that's when you're going to have problems, or you have to compromise even more in a relationship. But because these two have a fire sign, which is Sonetta, and his wife is an air sign, like air and fire, it takes air to keep fire burning, and air needs the fire also to keep it heated. So that's why they have. How many children y'all got, brother? I ain't gonna get it. 4 children. Damn. See, he did the damn thing. So I understand. Congratulations, brother. See, and that's what kept it heated. And that she is a natural supporter of his. She what woman let their husband come in and let them bring in all kind of people and argument all times of night, but somebody that supports you. I know he went through the arguments first. I know he went through that, but at the end of the day, she's been with him for now 30 years, right? That's a support, and that's a natural connection, because he's a 6 and she's a 2, and she's a master number 2. That means she is very intuitive. She has some crazy dreams to let you know. She's somebody who can tell you that, yo, that person ain't no good. You need to leave them know. That person ain't good. You got to watch your back. Like, she'll tell her children that if she had to let them know. I know that's her site.
You know your shit.
And I don't know her that well.
You know what? She be telling me, yo, watch that person, watch that person.
She know.
You know, and she right on it.
She right on it. No, she know. Anytime, because women are remember, women's intuition. You got to remember women's intuition, and the most intuitive numbers, although all of us are intuitive in some form or fashion, because we usually, we could tell that we have the intuition is because when somebody, you're thinking about something, all of a sudden they call. Think about somebody and all of a sudden they pop up and walk up on you. Think about somebody and all of a sudden, somebody say, yo, you just died, son. Yo, damn. You know, you just thought about that person. That's the intuition that we need to tap into. But women, that's why we call it women's intuition, because women have a bit more intuition and a little bit more intuitive than men, because sometimes our intuition is clouded by ego, but theirs is sensitive and it's loving, and especially when it comes to the children and their husband that they care about, they really tune into you. So if a woman tell you that's close to you, tell you that, yo, brother, you need to leave that person alone, please, by all means, listen. There were times I made mistakes and didn't listen. And I got jammed. And I'm telling you, if you're out there listening to me, stay focused with your woman brothers. If your woman says something, stay tuned. I know we like to argue and get into battles and all that. I'm no saint. I'm gonna tell you that too. I get arrogant. I'm a number one. I'm number one. Always try to get a little like, yo, man, don't tell me what to do. Don't do this. Look. It's so important that we understand each other from another level. If you're born on the 3, it's good to have people that are born under number 6 and number 9s. If you're born under number 2, it's good to have people that are born either with the number 7, number 6, or number 1, depending on how the elements and how the zodiac works out, or the astrology works out. See, because usually you can have a coinciding good number with each other, but then the signs don't work together. You can have coinciding good numbers that works together, but the signs don't work out. So that's when the compromise has to come in every relationship. And it's so important for me to help people. That's what it's all about for me. If you get to go to my website, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com, that's my website, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com, I really want to help people. I got to big up a sister that called me about her son, and I was able to influence and give her some information on how to deal with her son from a mathematical perspective. And then I advised her to read Jawanza Kunjufi's book. Then I advised her to read Umar Johnson's book. Then I advised her to study people like Francis Cresswellson, because those, by all means, numerology is only part of the puzzle. It's just there to help. It's like the GPS in your car. If you punch in the right number with me, I will give you the right guidance, because the Creator gave it into me to give it to you. And it's not something that it's not something that we all can't learn. You can learn it for yourself wherever you are, or any place in the world, all 196,940,000 square miles of the planet Earth. You can learn this. Mathematics is, like the Nation of Islam used to say, and the 5% used to say, mathematics is Islam, Islam is mathematics. Always stand true. Mathematics is life. And that's just a part of life. But if you don't use your math properly, then you're destined to keep yourself down. That's why I said on Sunday, the TV show on Saturday, the 2 most important days of your life is the day you was born and the day you find out why you were born. Mathematics, astrology, and numerology is there to help you find out why you were born. That's all we there to do, help you. They have people that have done it for negativity. I have a book written by a guy that used to work at NASA. His name is Michael Brill. This is numerology for decoding behavior. He used to work for NASA. Now, what the hell is a numerologist working at NASA for? Think about this. They use our sciences. They use our stuff. And at one time, a friend of mine who used to run the Akan Nation here, named Kamati Denizulu, may he rest in peace, those who know him, he told me that they used to send the CIA and FBI to come and study the Akan, because one thing about America, they want to study all of the world power so they can stay in power. They want to study all of the powers so they can stay in power. That's why if you watch that movie back in the day, Serpent and the Rainbow, they was in Haiti trying to get some stuff. They've been always wanting to get to Haiti to learn the voodoo and all that. That's what they do. So they can keep all of this power, so they can stay in power. So why not study the stuff that threw them off of power? Voodoo destroyed the French back in the day. So those are our sciences that we have to get back into. We have to get into that magic. We got to get into what Omar was saying on KTL radio. We got to get back into that. For real, for real. And stay in your religion. If you're a Muslim, if you're a Christian, if you're stay right there. Because Khalid back in the day, may he rest in peace, said, look, we don't want you to come to the Nation of Islam. We want everybody to be able to join the nation, but you can stay in your place and infiltrate that with the knowledge. That's what it's all about with me, with numerology. So once again, that young lady that called me and I helped her with her son and how to handle her son, I help my own children with the same thing. They call me for relationships. So my PowerPoint is going to be a nice, simple, I keep it simple because like I said, numbers are simple, people are complicated. You can get it on Amazon and Kindle right now by King Simon. It's only $14.99, and it's not really about how much I know in that book because I kept it simple and then I gave you the references in the back, but it's how much I care about people, how much I really care about me. Like if Sanetta is having headaches, I will tell him what he has to do because he's an Aries and that rules his head. He has to deal with certain headaches. Well, yeah, but you have to deal with it. And you have throat. Sometimes you have throat issues because you're number 6. Number 6 rules the throat and congestion. So I have to deal. So when we deal with the health, when we come back and deal with the health, we'll get into the health now because I got the health down packed with that stuff. And I would tell him what he has to do. It's up to Saneto. After you tell him and advise that person, it's up to him to do the work to heal himself.
Well, I get headaches, man. What you got for that, man? I be getting headaches.
Well, that deals with circulation, brother. So obviously you have to learn how to unclog your circulatory system that leads to the head. Because remember, you need the blood and air. So obviously you should get a checkup, a MIR they call it. Check it up. Just get the diagnosis and then present it to people like Dr. Sebi. Present it to people like Dr. Africa so they can do it naturally to help remove it naturally. Don't let them tap into your head because you know what they're going to do after that. So I'm not a doctor, and believe me, I put a disclaimer in my book. I tell people in my book, I said the author disclaims all liabilities caused by direct or indirect use or misuse of the information in this book. None of the information is meant to take the place of an accredited licensed medical health practitioner. None of it. I'm just there to help guide you to understand that you have to look out for these things. That's all you have to do. Prevention is better than cure. That's what my Jamaican grandmother used to say. Prevention is better than cure. And it's real. I had a grandfather live to 104 years old. He didn't come to America, but my grandparents came here. My grandmothers came here and died at 77. Both of them died at the same age, 77, with pills and all that kind of stuff around it. We got to get back to our health. And we're going to talk about that another time. But I'm just happy that my brother Sanetta invited me. And we got a lot to talk about, man. We got a lot to touch on.
Let's go get it in.
Woo! Let's have some fun. Let's get some water. Got a big old Queen of Four, too. Queen! Love you, girl. Queen of Four got a detox thing coming up, and I'll be there March 19th at the Kalahari Gallery, 1103. I'll be doing numerology of health and all that kind of stuff. So big her up. Give her a call if you can. She's our beautiful queen mother. 718-221-HEAL. That's 221-HEAL. So make sure you call Queen of Four. That's 718-221-HEAL. And remember my website, KingSimonProductions.wordpress.com, KingSimonProductions.wordpress.com. Big up to Ali Muhammad. I was here when he was there. Big up to the whole Amen Ra squad. Y'all was going in. Y'all was coming in. That's Sister Dr. Ma'at. I got to meet her. I seen her on stage, but I never got to meet her. So enough respect to you, the sister warrior, man, and all you sisters and brothers that are doing the work. Enough respect to you. You ready for me?
I'm ready. We on.
All right. First I say Hotep, Islam, Assalamu alaikum, Shalom, peace and irie to the whole.
Just turn that light off right there. Twist the knob right there.
Right here? All right, no problem. That's it?
Okay. It's a little better.
It's better? Okay. Good. I think it's just from the windows. That's it. All right, so to all the carbon melanated family, enough respect to you. You know we on Sanetta TV. That's my family. Got to big him up all the time. First and foremost, what we're going to do here with the new King Simon Productions and publication, want to let you know this is my book in its making. I started with doing that stuff, writing it in book form, in paper, and then it came out in the white form, and now it's in that blue form. So make sure you get that book. It is now on Amazon and Kindle under Dr. Africa's new publishing company called Charles Childs Publishing. So Dr. Africa has a new publishing company that if you have a book in mind, a conscious book, a health book, whatever you got, make sure it's positive though. That's what Dr. Africa is all about. Make sure you go to his website, drlailaafrica.com, or go to his publishing company, Charles Childs Publishing. He'll get it in Amazon, he'll get it in libraries, he'll get it in bookstores. That's what he does for you, and you get your residuals every 6 months, and that's how he works. All right? All right. So Dr. Africa, big up to him. He's coming to town April 24th. Now, first, what is numerology? From these numbers 0 through 9, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, every one of them have a meaning. What we're going to do, the word occult simply means mystery or my story, our story. It's just etymology, just they changed the vowels. That's how they mess us up. In the language is how they got us caught up out there. Now, according to the dictionary of the occult, system of divination and occult practice based on the idea that the universe is mathematically constructed and that all things can be expressed in numbers which corresponds to the vibrations, because all letters, words, names, birthdays, and so on can be expressed in numbers, which in turn are ascribed complex religious and mystical meanings. A person's life, personality, and destiny life path can be determined. According to Lloyd Strayhorn in his book, Numbers and You, numerology is the occult study of numbers. Numerology is truly a universal science that goes beyond the scope of limited thinking. Goes beyond, listen to what he's saying, goes beyond the scope of limited thinking. That means you have, just like you got to come to the debate with an open mind, you have to come to numerology and astrology with an open mind. It's all about, that's what you have to do. Going back to the board right now, according to Harish Jahari, a practitioner from India, numerology uses numbers as a key to human behavior. It is an easy to learn method that exercises the mind's intuitive faculty to fathom the depth of human personality. So when me and Brother Lloyd teaches a class, or when Lloyd teaches a class, he usually tells you to take it to yourself. Take it upon yourself like I've done. I've taken it upon myself and be able to dish it out the way you're supposed to from like a hip hop level. I put it on. I can drop it. I won't drop it old school, but I drop it new school, and that's how I drop it with numerology, because I let people know, and I have all the names of different artists from Beyonce, everybody. They break down in my little book, not my book, but my paperwork, as I'm coming out with my new book on relationship, and I'm going to talk about Jay-Z and Beyonce's relationship. I'm going to talk about Kanye and his wife relationship in my book just by reading their numbers. My next relationship book is called Numbers Are You, but relationships can be complicated. Numbers are simple, but relationships can be complicated. But moving on back to the PowerPoint, boom. What is astrologics or astrology? According to the Dictionary of the Occult, study of the influences of the celestial bodies on the earth and its inhabitants. Astrology appears to be one of the most ancient of the surviving occult sciences, and evidence of a highly sophisticated system in the Babylonian and Egyptian cultures has survived. According to the Complete Astrologer, that's an old book from 1975 that I have. It's an old, dirty book too, man. Astrology is at once a science and an art. The mechanics of its science as well as the techniques of its art must both be understood if you are to become skilled in understanding and interpreting the influences of the heavenly bodies on yourself and mankind. Another note, according to my book, Numbers Are Simple, People Are Complicated, astronomy, astrology, numerology, and other ancient knowledge and wisdom have been demonized, called occultism, and other crazy labels to mislead the masses from using these ancient ways to obtain true knowledge of self. Now, Sonetta, check this out. A lot of us talk about know thyself. We got to know ourselves. And numerology and astrology is just one way of knowing yourself, just like a DNA test. That's all it is. It's one way of knowing yourself, just like a DNA test. And that's what we're trying to show, that when you use that type of mathematics, I sometimes call it intuitive mathematics. Because sometimes when I'm reading, I just don't deal with the basic meaning of the numbers, but I read what's going on with the person intuitively, because spirit and spirit connect sometimes. We connect as brothers and sisters sometimes. So we got to learn how to use it. So when we deal with the astrology chart, an astrological chart, which is also a factor, we try to show what's going on. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, which are fire signs, but it's also Aries is connected to the 9, the number 9. Leo's connected to 1 and 4. Sagittarius connected to the 3, the number 3. So you know the dynamics of the sign, the zodiac, and the number, and its comparison and how they're connected. Number 2, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taurus is connected to the number 6. Virgo's connected to the number 5. Capricorn, number 8. Those are earth signs. Number 3, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini is connected to the number 5. Libra is connected to the number 6. Aquarius is connected to the number 4 and 1, and those are air signs. Here we have our water signs, the Cancers. You know the deal, Cancer. 2 and 7 is with the Cancer. Scorpio, another number 9, like the Aries, on another level, on another side of the scope. That's how that works. Pisces, on another side of the scope of Sagittarius. Water sign and a fire sign. Water sign and a fire sign. It's very interesting. I'm going to speak about that momentarily. Also, 1, 3, and 9 are fire numbers. 6 and 8 are earth numbers. 4 and 5 are air numbers. And 2 and 7 are water numbers. And 0's ether. Now, why I say 0's ether? Because in numerology, 0 is sometimes in certain numbers under these people, Europeans, they seem to try to say that 0 is not a number. But yet, in the binary system of the computer, they have 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1. 0 is feminine. 1 is masculine. They need the balance of the two in the binary system. That's what I'm trying to tell people. The ether means that all numbers come out of 0, because 0 in esoteric knowledge back in the day represented the universe with a dot in the middle if you look back into time. So 0 is the womb that all of those numbers came out of. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we can't negate the 0. So why did they remove the 0 and say it's not tangible, it's not real? That's not real, quote unquote. They know better. So they try to hide in the midst of the 0 and try to say that 0 don't exist. Check this one out. We must learn to strengthen our strengths and manage our weaknesses, and through the ancient ancestral science we can. Each number, each sign has its strengths and its weaknesses. What we as astrologers and numerologists try to do is help to strengthen your strength and try to manage and control your weaknesses. Just like they could say the number 9, the number 9 can be anger driven. Aries can be turned up. When you get an Aries anger, it's like bringing war, because that's connected to the Mars energy. Yeah, they will fight. One thing about Aries and the number 9, they will fight for their rights. They will fight to the end, till their death, and they will kill you for it. That's a number 9 or Aries. That's the energy. But on the other side of Aries, there's a Scorpion that deals with passion. But on the other side of Aries, there's a love side that deals with universal love and universal order. That's the other side of war. So we got to understand why we're in the 2016 year, the number 9. Look out for what's going to happen as far if we don't maintain a mentality of love amongst one another, then they'll be able to infiltrate with their war type attitudes like the police and war across the seas, or war bringing the military over here, because 9 rules military. The 9 rules war. That's the Mars energy. All right, so let's get in. Note, your health is also connected to the above info. Why? Because 9, let's say we're dealing with somebody that's born under the number 9, brothers and sisters. 9 in health, that means you should stay away from spicy food. Avoid all spicy food that can cause problems to your system. Also, be careful of knives, guns, weapons, fires, and all different types of things. When a 9, usually people that's born under 9 usually end up joining the military or sometimes joining the police on one end. But some of them, because like Sanetta is an Aries, he would be a great general, because most generals that are strong and powerful, the Aries rule that number over those generals. But because he has a 6 that balances him out, 6 is a loving number from the Taurus energy. The 6 is the middle number of all the numbers, and it represents Ma'at. So that's the balance that he has that probably kept him out of the military, so he wouldn't have to do that stuff. He loves his people. He loves his family. Yes, sir.
You're definitely right on the 9.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
You're definitely right on the number 9, because that's what they told me. Stay away from spicy food. So when you said that, I looked up at you like, oh, shit. You just talked about the spicy food, and I can't eat spicy food. I got to stay away from that, man.
You've been loving it all. You've been loving it all your life. You can't do it, brother. It'll mess you up. Let's go to the next one. You can't do it. And we love Sanetta. He needs to be around for a long time doing this work. Now, ancient and modern system. This is the ancient system of numerology through the Chaldeans. Now, the Chaldeans, according to many studies, is from Sumeria throughout the Kemet. Those are all family. Those are black people, people of darker hue, the Chaldeans. This is their number chart. If you notice, it only goes up to 8. Now, according to most numerologists that have studied deeper than that, it says the Chaldeans knew about the number 9, but they kept away from the number 9 because 9 was only used when they needed to use it, because 9 was such a highly powerful number, and they didn't want to put, and anytime 9 came about, there were certain dangers that came with 9, so you had to be careful of using the 9. So the Chaldeans didn't use the 9, but for certain rituals and certain things that they had to do. But Pythagoras, when he came and started studying under everybody, He found the 9 and put it in his system, which this is the most used system in the Western Hemisphere. This is more harder than the Pythagorean system is easier because you can count that on your hand and do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Just keep on counting all the way up to 9. It's very easy to do that. So Chaldea is harder to learn. The Chaldean numerology, which is our ancient numerology, is harder to learn than the modern. And usually I suggest people to use both of them until they get used to the Chaldean, especially our people. Get used to the Chaldean because the Chaldean, as far as names and words, is most accurate. I don't care if you came with a nickname. If you thought about that nickname, Chaldean numerology would more than likely bring out the essence and your motivation and your expression out of that nickname because you thought of it and it's connected to you in some way. Now, that's the cover of my book, of course. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Those born on the number 1, those are called fire signs or fire numbers. Those born on the 1st, the 10th, or the 19th, or the 28th of any month. Pay attention, people. The lesser of you, that means the number 1s born on that number 1 energy can be stubborn, domineering, selfish, demanding, depressed, egotistical, cold, unfeeling, tactless, hypersensitive, laziness, fear. See, those are the negative you that we try to tell you to manage and try to stay away from that. But the positive, the greater of you, is that you could be a leader, the leadership, intelligence, courage, pride, independent, inventive, creative, organized, original, positive, and determined, and authoritative. That's the energy of the lesser energy, the negative energy of the number 1, and the powerful positive energy of the number 2. So like I said, numerologists are here to help you manage your weakness, which is the lesser you, and help to strengthen your strength, which is the greater you. See, you know, Brother Polite is born on the 10th. He exudes leadership, intelligence, courageousness, and pride. And of course, he can be stubborn and domineering and selfish at times. Yes, but we got to learn to manage these type of things. There's much more, but I couldn't put all of them on the board.
No.
Yes, sir.
He's a Leo.
Yeah, we're going to touch that.
Look, Polite is a Leo.
Yeah, Leo lion. That's right. That's
Umar is a Leo. Them motherfuckers is crazy.
Those are lions. Those are fire signs. Those are lions. And actually, that Leo is ruled by the 1 and the 4. So 1 goes first. And then the 4 comes. So that 1 mentality is all in them as far as a Leo. But Umar Johnson born August 21st. So I'll break down his number 3 in a moment. But for business, those that are born on the number 1, these are the people you could deal with business and marriage. For business, you could deal with the 1, 2, 4, 7, 8, and 9. For marriage, you could deal with the 2, 4, 7, and 9. For romance, you could deal with the 1, 3, 4, 6, and 8. And I have them underlined. I have 6 and 8 underlined for a reason. Because in numerology, it says, in numerology, 8 and 6 is really a challenge number for a number 1. 8 and 6 is really a challenge number for number 1. In harmony, those people that are born in April, August, and February are the ones that usually get along with the number 1. The challenges, like I said, is the 6 and the 8. And those born in January, May, and October also can be challenging to a number 1. So you don't see 6 for business, but what happened is what makes Polite and Sonetta work together, although 1 is a 1 and 1 is a 6, is because 1 is a Leo, 1 is an Aries, 2 fire signs. But yet,
me and Polite bump heads all the time.
Y'all bump. See, that's why I say.
People don't know, but me and Polite go at it.
But that's why I say you're a challenge. You're a challenge to both of us. Because 6 challenge you, and you can either challenge them for the better or for the worse. Right. That's up to you. You're the one that put out all those challenges against them. Him against the Hebrew, him against Seti. You're the ones that made that happen. Right. So either that person can challenge you for the good or the best. Those born on the 6 and the 8, especially towards the number 1. And vice versa for the 6. But we're going to get into that now. We're going to get into number 2. Those born under that water number 2, those that are born on the 2nd, the 11th, the 20th, and the 29th of any month. Your lesser you, your less greatest you is being shy, depressed, uninterested, wishy-washy, indecisive, oversensitive, discontent, deceptive, petty, cruel, and insincere. That is the lesser, the negative of the number 2. Those born under those numbers, the 2nd, the 11th, the 20th, or the 29th of any month. The greater of you is that you use your intuition, that you're patient, you're tolerant, you're cooperative, peaceful, agreeable, reliable, considerate, sympathetic, diplomatic, charming, graceful, and forgiving. That is what the greatness of the number 2 is. Like his wife, she got that, but there's times when she can be indecisive. She don't know what. You have to lead that. You have to lead that. You know what I'm saying? Bipolar. Like Dr. Africa said. Dr. Africa said we all bipolar, so but she bounces. You can see she can be wishy-washy sometimes, and that's just what it is. I'm just saying that's what it is. It's all in the mathematics, man. This is ours, man. We got to use it for our family. For business, 2s can deal with 1, 2, sometimes 4, 6, definitely 6, because 6 and 2 get along in harmony. 7, 8, 9 for marriage. 1, 4, 6, 7. That's why y'all are married. That 2 can marry that 6. In romance, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 8. I didn't put 6 there because once the 6 and 2 get together, they ain't gonna be just romance and then leaving. They want that ring. They want that ring. That's why you had to buy another one for her. Stop playing. And harmony with those born in March, May, July, August, and October. The challenge for number 2 is usually people born on the 9 and the 8, and those born in the months of January, April, and November. Those are some of the challenges. Now, depending on your names, I'm talking about birthdays right now, people, but depending on the name, your name can change a whole lot of dynamics to your birth number also, because your name might have multiple 2s or might add up to a 2, might add up to a 9 or a 6 and 8. I read names. I read birthdays. That's what we do. See, that's the difference between astrology and numerology. We also read the names and show you that the name could offset the energy of your birth. Like if a person is shy under number 2, and she born on the 2nd of the month, and her name add up to a number 9 where she's more fierce, and you see her fierce because there's one part of her that she got to get into the war attitude, and there's another part of her when there's times she'll be docile and shy, but only to those who she care about and only that she loves. She'll shut down. But if you understand the numbers and understand the dynamics of all those numbers that's in that circle, that 0 right there, you will understand people much more better, and you can avoid a lot of problems with dealing with people. That's why certain people I don't mess with. Certain people I don't work business with, and there's no disrespect to you. It's just that I know when I need to work to you. Like I'm in my number 3 year, and I know this is a good year to work with Sanetta. I know this is a good year to work because 3 get along with 6. I don't play with this. That's right. You know what I'm saying? I know when it's on. I know that, and we've been working, and putting it in.
Me and Shaka don't get along.
Man, when is his birthday? Well, yeah, please tell me his Shaka birthday. I need.
We always challenge
yeah, bucking heads, right? Shaka something else.
And we bump heads and we start seeing each other.
I can't wait to find out his birthday. Once I find out his birthday, it's over. All right, the number 3s. People born on that 3, that fire number of 3, which is also a Jupiter energy. Those born on the 3rd, the 12th, the 21st, and the 30th of the month. 21st, like I told you, Umar Johnson, our brother, is born on the 21st. So he's born August 21st, and so is Hussein Bolt, born August 21st. Very, real interested. I broke that down in another lecture, too, about those two. Now, the lesser of you, that means number 3s, you can be scattered, insecure, vain, egotistical, fickle, wasteful, critical, domineering, promiscuous, lackadaisical, worrying, whining, jealous, intolerance, and over-exaggerating. Now, we know that our man Tahuti was born on the 30th. We know that Inky's born on the 30th. We know that we know a few people born on the 30th. Now, read the negative of them, but check out the positive of them. Expressive, popular, friendly, talented, passionate, sexual, artistic, fashionable, sociable, enthusiastic, creative, versatile, romantic, charming, cheerful. That is that positive of the number 3. But they need to write. They need to let it out. You can't hold it in. You got to let it out if you're born under that number. You got to let it out. You can't hold it in, because if you hold it in, it will hurt you. Literally hurt a number 3 if they hold in their expression. For business, 3 should deal with other number 3s, 4s, 5s, 6, 7s, and 9s. For marriage, 3 should marry 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. Some 5 I have 5 and 4 as underlined because they can be problems. For romance, 1, 3, 5, 6, and 9. In harmony, people born in the month of March, December, April, November, and May. Those are good people for you. And challenges are the ones born under the 5, 4, and 1. And those that are born in February, June, August, and September. Now, what is so funny, we talked about our brother Inky. Now, brother Inky is born June 30th. Which is interesting because June is a contradiction is a challenge to his very number. So sometimes he could be a walking contradiction, which is very interesting because he's a Cancer. I'm going to get you, darling. I'm a Cancer. We're going to drop it. Cancer, he's a Cancer water sign with a fire number. So fire and water is clashing with each other. Sometimes it could be a contradiction. Now, what you want to say, Africa? When your birthday? I'm just trying to say, and I don't know her that well. I just know her from being his child, but I understand. Thank you very much, sis. But just stay focused on what you're doing, and don't let anybody hold you or suppress you in. I'd have to write it all down and break it down. Yeah, I'm gonna have to break it down. We're gonna do a private reading. I'll give you a reading before I leave. No, we're gonna drop that reader for you. All right. Thank you, thank you. Even the dog got vibration. I got to break him down, too. That dog got a vibration, too. Dog got. Now, this is my book, Numbers Are Simple, Relationships Can Be Complicated. That's going to be coming out momentarily, so make sure you check that out. That's when I'm going to discuss all of the celebrities that I've written from Tyrese, everybody. That's going to be in that book. And, of course, let's go to the number 4s. Those born under the ears number of 4. Those born on the 4th, the 13th, the 22nd, and the 31st of the month. 22nd, like my friend Shaggy. December 4th, like Jay-Z. December 13th, like the one Jamie Foxx. The 31st, like a few friends of mine born on that 31st. But the 4s, this is the 4s. The lesser of the 4 is that y'all can be stubborn, jealous, depressed, imaginative, lazy, judgmental, controlling, stingy, argumentative, sensitive, moody, and self-hurting. I have to say self-hurting and moody is very important. I had to say this to those number 4. Number 4s have to be able to trust people and tell what's in their mind because they can lead themselves to hurting themselves. When I say self-hurting, it can be suicidal. That's known as a suicide number. So you have to be very mindful. So anybody that has a parent that's born under any of those numbers, especially the 4, 13, 22, or 31st, I always tell them to be very mindful of them because if they weren't taught how to express themselves, the one that expresses themselves the most is the one that has the 3 attached to it or the 3 attached to it in the back here. But the ones that don't, the straight up 4s sometimes, the straight up 4s can be very moody. And they can go through a various amount of moves. And they will shut down on you. And you can't let them shut down. You have to let them. And if they can't talk to you, let them, as children, write it out to you. Let them do something. Do not let a number 4 child just stay angry and in their moods. You got to let them out. Please. Because anytime I've heard about certain people trying to hurt themselves through suicide or attempt suicide, I always see 4s in their names. Heavy 4s in their names. Like 3 to 4 4s in their names. That means they could have double M's and all kinds of stuff in it, and I will get into that word game after. But check this out. The greater of you, the 4, remember how to be organized, reliable, conservative, steadfast, hardworking, determined, loyal, practical, patient, logical, honest, disciplined, endurance, and service and trusting. One thing about you 4s, in order for y'all to be successful, you have to stay focused, you have to stay organized, and you have to be clear in your communications with people. In other words, you got to learn how to dot every I and cross every T. People like Paul Mooney, born on August 4th, if you heard his story, his history, people cry when they hear Paul Mooney's old biography, his whole history, because he's been through a lot as a number 4. You know what I'm saying? He's been through a lot in his life as a number 4, and he kept it in, and what has made him survive all of that is because of comedy opened up the floor for him to say and what he does. Barack Obama, too. Let's be under no illusion. That number 4, he's born August 4th also. He was also under a lot of stress, and you could tell as a number 4 as a child because, of course, being biracial and everything else. And those things can corrupt you. Those things can hurt you. I remember one time when I was young, I was so dark, you know, people used to tease me when I was young that I almost hurt myself. Come to find out when I researched it, I was in my number 4 month going into my 4th year when I actually went and studied it. So I understand this number can be very detrimental And that vibration of that number can be very detrimental if you're not guided to the positive of it. And that's why I'm all about helping people. It's not about how much I know. It's how much I care about you. And that's why if you can call me and get a reading. My readings are only $2 a minute, minimum of 10 minutes or 15 minutes. But I drop it for you, and I really go. And I even go over the time if you're doing 10 minutes. I go over the time because I want you to get it, especially if you're dealing with children, especially if you're dealing with your relationships. I really want you to get it. I'm like, I keep on referencing this sister and her child. But all these other sisters and brothers that's telling me about relationships, I talk about them. I lay it down to them. I let them know that, look, this is going to be a compromising relationship. Y'all sure you want to do this as a relationship or do it as a business? Because y'all are better off in business. I got to let them know this. You have to let them know this. Any numerologists that don't let them know this, that's not being real with the people. You got to tell them what's the deal. If that person is for you, because some people get together just because of looks, or some people get together because the sex was great, and then after they have this baby and all this, all of a sudden this guy is killing you, or this guy is threatening you, or beating the hell out of you because you didn't know his history. That's why I say numbers are simple, people are complicated. Sometimes people have baggage that they bring in from their family that disrupt your relationship. Y'all are supposed to heal each other. But if one person is willing to heal and the other person ain't ready to heal, then it ain't going to work. It's like you trying to go save a crackhead. If that crackhead don't want to stop being a crackhead, he ain't going to stop being a crackhead. That's it. And he's going to bring you to it. And that's what you got to be careful of. And that's why I break that. That's why I use numerology as one of the tools to help understand myself and my family and my friends around me. That's real. For business, those that are fours, you can deal with number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. For marriage, 1, 2, 5, 7, and 8. And for romance, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Harmony with the people in the months of February, August, and June. Challenges with those on the 6th, 8, and the 3rd of any day, or what adds up to 6, 8, and 3rd. So you got to be mindful of those. Those are the challenges. They can challenge you, like I said earlier, can challenge you for the good or the bad. And people born in February, June, that's a mistake. That February is not supposed to be. It's supposed to be June, August, and September. Now, dice that because February is the harmony already. But June, August, and September, those are the real months that you can deal with people. Here we go. Going into number 5, those born on the 5th, the 14th, and the 23rd of the month. Big up to my man, 14. I forgot his name, but I'll get that. The lesser of you, number 5, self-indulgent. Now, what we want y'all to do, for Sarnetta listeners and people that are watching, y'all can text your birthday, the day you was born and the month you were born, or call in, and I'll break down what you're going through for this year real quick and what you need to do. You can do that, and I'll be happy to deal with you anytime. And I'll break it down real quick. Because I'm going to rush through everybody and break it down what you should do for this year. And if you need to do an extensive reading, then you call me. My number is 347-496-1022. Don't call me now. You can call Sarnetta, and we can do something real quick for you. But after we break down this presentation, then we're going to go into that real quick before I get out of here, because it's going on 5 o'clock, and I don't want to interrupt the family gathering when they come together, all right? Now, the number 5, those are air numbers born on the number 5, 14th, or 23rd. Self-indulgence is the lesser you. Overindulgence, irresponsible, inconsistent, fickle, unreliable, jealous, depressed, impulsive, wasteful, vain, moody, critical. The negative, the positive of it. Oh boy, somebody calling already. Yeah, not yet. The greater of you is being adventurous, dramatic, exciting, flamboyant, sexual, passionate, intelligent, versatile, adaptable, free-thinking, creative, inventive, and humorous. Now, anybody born under the number 5 or that vibration number 5, let me tell any one of y'all that's dealing with a number 5, you got to understand that they love their freedom. You got to let them be free in order for you to keep them. Number 5 don't like no clingy people hanging on to them. You can't cling on to a number 5. Leave them alone and let them go. Now, the sex might be crazy and crazy and out of this world, but 5 need to move about and change. They're changeable. They're quick. They shouldn't even marry at young if they're not ready for it. They shouldn't marry young at all.
My man P.U.P.
P.U.P., what's up?
That's the one that made the video with me. His birthday is
Oh, he's 28?
Yeah, 7th month.
Oh, he Leo. Oh, he a leader, man. He a leader. That's okay, good. 28. All right. P.O.P., you going into your number 8 year this year. Money, executive. 28. 28, yeah, the 28, yeah. Mm-hmm. So you 7 and 2 plus 8 is 1. That 1 and that 7 is an 8. Remember, you're going into your number 8 year this year as your birthday come in. So what you need to do is focus on your business and your enterprise. Take it to the next level. I know who he is. I know he is. He's going to be a leader at whatever you do because he's a Leo. And the number 1, that 2-8, is one of the leadership numbers. But also, number 2-8 is a divorce number. So relationships are something else for you, sir. You got to be a little more sensitive to who you're with if you want to maintain this relationship. And you know Leos like to rule and control stuff. So you need to be patient with whoever you're with. They got to be patient with you, but you got to be patient with them because 28 in numerology is known as the divorce number. I'm just letting you know. So stay focused. P-U-P. That's right. Stay focused. I know the arguments could go there, but look, just stay focused. If she's with you, I wish I knew her birthday, then I can see how it works and why it's working. So I can show you how it can work. So when you get a chance, you contact me, brother. There's no problem. Now, those born under number 5, business for you, please, you could deal with the number 1, 3, 4, other 5, 6, 7, 9 for marriage and romance, all except number 3 and 8. Y'all get along with everybody except 3 and 8. So in harmony with those born in February, May, June, September, and October. And challenges are the people born under 3 and people born under the 8. And the people born in the months of January, March, and December. Let's go to the number 6. Those born on number 6, like my beloved Queen and Empress. Big up to you, girl. Majida, she probably tuned in. 6 is an Earth number. Those born on the 6th, 15th, and 24th. The lesser of you, the negative of you, is being irresponsible, cynical, jealous, worrying, wasteful, meddling, nagging, stifling, selfish, self-righteous, unwilling to service, and, of course, unbalanced. And, of course, he's a number 6.
Let me ask you for this, man. My boo-boo is at work. She said, my queen, Sapphire, she said, "Sir, please ask him for me. I'm at work." So my boo-boo at work right now. You know what I'm saying? May 29th.
May 29th?
May 29th. What's up with May 29th?
First of all, you need to drink a lot of water. Water should be a Gemini, of course, you love to get around and do your thing, but you should be drinking a lot of water. 29 is a health number that needs to, and it adds up to the master number 11. You could accomplish whatever you want. You're very intuitive. Pay attention to your dreams and your intuition, because most time when you followed your intuition, you was right on it. When you went against your intuition, you messed up. Now, you tell me that later. But also, you're going into the year, let me see, 11, that's 2 and 5. You're going into a number 7 year. This is a good year for you to travel overseas if you want. A good year for research and going back to school and studying more to take you to the next level of whatever business or whatever you're part of. But traveling would also help you with your spiritual development, because this number 7 year is more about introspecting, remembering what you did in your life and your past, and introspecting all the stuff that you did in your past and looking over your life, because you want to go to another level and you want to keep on going on the next cycle to the next level. So that 29 Gemini, big up to you all the time. That's May 29th. So big up to you all the time, sister. Just stay focused and keep on motivating the people. And remember, drink water, at least half your body weight in ounces of water, because your number rules the stomach. 2 plus 9 equals 11. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 rules the stomach, and it can attract ptomaine poison, stomach problems, gastric problems. So please take care of that. All right? Big up to you, 29. All right. Let's finish off the 6. This is the greater you, self-orientated, peacemaker, unselfish, sympathetic, home-loving. It's not surprising that son said that to set up his business in his home. Not surprising. He'd rather be at home than be out there in the street, tell you the truth. That's
real talk.
He'd rather be. He's home-loving. He's spiritual, intellectual, intelligent, artistic, harmonizer, a counselor, sensual, magnetic love. We don't know. That's his business. He's sensual. He's doing his thing. That's what he loves to do. Keep it moving. But people that you're supposed to be in business, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, and 9. Now, think about this, sir. You don't see 1 up there, right? Mm-hmm. But you see 8 and you see 6. I think Polite's life path is a 6, and my life path is an 8. So for business, we can work because our life path is there to work with you. For marriage, 2, 3, 6, 8, maybe, but it's only because you're a business head and you would want to work with an 8. That's the only reason that you. And plus, that's an earth number. Earth number is an 8, but not really a good steady relationship with 8. And anyway, you're not dealing with an 8 anyway. You're dealing with a 2. Stay focused. We ain't going there. All right. Romance 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. For harmony, Mars. People born in March, May, July, October, and December are good. The challenges has been the ones people born on the 4, the 1, and the 8s. And remember, January, February, and August are also challenge months for you to be careful in those type of months. Those people born on the 6. All right? Bang, let's go back to 7. People born on the number 7, born on the 7. Oh, yes. Hold on, I got to go back to my boys. The twins are born on the 14th. That's right. November 14th. Got to big them up. That's right. Multi-talented. They doing well. They big up to the twins, KTL. Multi-talented. The Redfield, they multi-talented. Yeah, they love to travel. They like to move around. They're very adventurous. But you got your lesser you and you got your greater you. Going to move on. We already did that already. We're just coming out. We're going into the 7 already. So 7's negative. Those born on the 7th, the 16th, and the 25th. Secretive. Lonely. Critical of self, depressed, moody, shy, slow-moving, cold, insecure, fearful, over-analytical, standoffish, and devious. Now, I've known 7s to check themselves into an insane asylum because of depression. Check themselves into an insane asylum. Because 7 is like the number 4 is one of those numbers that think so deeply into themselves. They worry so much when all they really have to do is think positive and keep on a positive affirmation and listen to positive affirmation or listen to positive messages every morning to keep them on board. Because according to MIT, it says it takes 16 positive to knock out 1 negative according to their studies. 16 positive to knock out 1 negative because in this universe or in this city, in these cities, there's so much negativities in these cities. So they got to constantly bombard their head. Them and number 4s have to constantly bombard their head with positivity. And now, like I was saying, with your sister born on 2/9, May 29th, she has to stay focused in this year, but traveling is going to help her. If she travel across the seas to some distant land where she can go and just relax and be at the beach and write a little and research a little about certain things, study different things, wherever she is going into a number 7 year. So I want her to stay focused also because this 7 year can lead you into depression and moodiness also. The greater of the number 7. People like Phil Valentine is born on the 16th. People like Booker T. Coleman is born on the 16th. People like Lloyd Strayhorn is born on the 16th. The greater of you is the spiritual, mystical, intuitive, philosophical, intelligent, analytical, healer, introspective, artistic, psychic, sympathetic, and trusting teacher. So remember, you number 7s, this is what your greatest great is. Study that and understand that, please. Remember, for business, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
6, 6.
6, 6.
Yeah.
As long as it ain't 6, 6, 6.
That's not a 7.
Well, that means that personality is a number 6.
Yeah, 6.
They're going into a number 3 year this year, which is good. So they're June 6.
All right, John.
They're June 6.
All right.
They June 6. They June 6th, and they're going into a number 3 year this year. So what I suggest for them to go and write more, to do what they love to do as far as art is concerned, to express and expand in whatever job they want. This is a good year for them to ask for a raise or step out and do something else in another business, doing something for themselves as far as business, because that's the 3 is connected to the Jupiter energy, and the Jupiter deals with expansion and growth. So they need to grow and expand, especially in this year. This is the year to do it for them. So who's that you was talking about, brothers? Family?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, for marriages, for those who are born on the 7, 2, 1, 4, and 7. Romance, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 9. Harmony, people born in February, May, July, and August. And challenges are those born in the 8th and 6th. And January, April, and November also challenged. But I always tell people, if you're dealing with those people that are challenged to you, please know that they could be positive challenges to help you get to where you got to go, but not get into any relationship as far as a deep relationship with them, or they can be negative challenges. Just monitor who you are getting with, and that's what numerology helps you to do, to monitor different people and different vibrations that comes around in your circle, in your universe. Going to the 9, the 8, sorry. 8 is an earth number. Those that are born on the 17th and 26th of any month. Dr. York born June 26th. Big up to him. Brother Rich is born September 17th. Big up to him. Of course, those number 8. The negative of you, number 8, being bully, rebellious, anger issues, money issues, greedy, power hungry, vain, dictatorial, depressed, scheming, oppressive, unscrupulous, and egotistical. That is the negative of the number 8. The positive number 8 is authoritative, executive abilities, organized, practical, fame, power, charitable, leadership, spiritual, humanitarian, helpful, ambitious, and successful. That is the number 8. And remember, those that you can go in business with is number 1 is underlined and 4 and 5 is underlined because those can still be your stretch, but business is all right for a limited time. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. Marriage, 3, 6, and 8. Romance, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8. Harmony, people born in the months of January, March, May, October. And the challenges are those that are born under number 4, 1, and 5. Now, number 4, which is so interesting, 4 is a multiple of 8, but in Western numerology, they say 4 is a challenge because it can create some kind of disruption between the 2, the 4, and the 8. But that has not been that has not been the case in ancient time, because the 4 and the 8 that is most successful now that we all know of right now is Barack Obama, born on the 4th of August, and his wife, born on January the 17th. That's a 8 and a 4 dynamic. That is a successful couple. Yes, they got their problems. Yes, the pillow talks might be crazy. Yes, it's a business arrangement. But yes, it can work only through business arrangements like that, and that's why it's working out so well between, and it's a Capricorn and a Leo. Go figure. Them two, an earth and a fire, is very hard to work with. But what makes it work is the business acumen for those two.
Let's get back to this. My man PUP.
What is that?
Remember when you broke down his birthday and you said, yo, you could get divorced. You got to be cool. So that's his queen right there. His wife.
She's a Gemini, which is good, PUP, right? PUP, what's good is that she's an air sign and you're a fire sign. That's a good thing. They work together in harmony. 2s always are there to serve the number 1. Now, just don't let your arrogance limit her. Because she's a very loving person, very special person. And she is there as an air side to feed your fire. And her number 2 is always, that's the type of woman that you need to give 2 hugs, 2 kisses every day. You gotta show her appreciation as a Leo. Stop thinking everybody gotta be your damn servant. You got to show you got to show her that you appreciate her.
We know the Leos. Polite is a Leo.
But you see, but Polite, he's very subservient to his. Yeah, he had to serve them. That's why the black woman as God was very important. That's why it's very important to promote. That woman is a goddess to you, brother. And you gotta respect her for that. And if she has children for you, make sure you show appreciation for her for having those children, for bringing those children through her vortex. Very important that you do so. So it's a good, air and fire is good relationship, man. Good relationship. I like that.
There you go.
All right, Pete. That's the balance of it. All right, so let's go into this number 9 dynamics. People born on the 9th of any month, the 18th or the 27th of the month. Big up to you all the time. Of course, we're going to check this out. Now, the lesser of you is being impulsive, argumentative, combative, self-pity, heartless, narrow-minded, emotional, selfish, aimless, controlling, wastefulness, and bitter. The positive of you, the greater of you, is intelligent, humanitarian, courageous, spiritual, adventurous, inspirational, creative, loving, passionate, psychic, and philosophical, and universal. So number 9, you could do business with number 1s. 2 is all right, but they're a challenge to you. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. 4, 7, and 8, they're also challenges to you, so you got to be careful of that. Also, The marriage part, you can marry the 1, 3, 6, or 9. Romance, 1, 3, 6, 7, and 9. Harmony with those born in the months of June, October, and December. And the challenges are 2, 7, and 4, and 8 in a minor level. So, and also people born in January and July. So you got to be mindful of that, number 9.
All right, hold on. I got another boo-boo out there. I got another boo-boo out there. You know I'm a polygamous man. I got another boo-boo out there. My sister, my queen, Lolita.
Lolita, ¿cómo está?
Lolita 1218. 1218.
1218. That you are a Sagittarius, number 18. And the year that you're going into right now, 9, 10, 11. Let me see. 9, 10, 11, 12. Hold on one second. 9, 10, 11, 12. You're going into a number 3 year, Lolita. You're coming out of a number 2 year, going into number 3. Now, matter of fact, this year, 2015, coming towards your birthday now, you're still in a number 2 vibration that deals with relationship, companionship, also being very sensitive, sometimes a little emotional. Certain things might be going on that's between you and your creator. Also, number 18, you got to learn to see things to completion. Don't start and stop things. Always see it to its finish. Very important. Be mindful of spicy food, and this year is also a year that you got to drink lots of water and get ready to expand into this number 3 year. So you're going into a number 3 year as your birthday starts to come in. You're feeling the effects of this number 3 year. So what you need to do is expand in whatever business you want to get into, or whatever your job description, expanding it. The only way you expand it is by learning more about it so you can take it to the next level and not be expendable. Expand. Number 3, also be careful of your nerves. You don't want people to get on your goddamn nerves. You don't want people to get on your nerves, so you got to be mindful of people getting on your nerves. You know, you will take it there if somebody bring it to you, because you're born under that number 18, which will take it there. That 1 is a leadership number. That 8 is an argumentative number. So we got to make sure you don't take it there. So they got to keep you at peace in a loving manner. We got to keep you in a humanitarian, loving way on this side instead of get you on that combative, argumentative, impulsive side. You got to, because number 18, especially men, number 18, men, they always think they're God's gift to women. They're the best thing since ice cream. They think they're the best things of ice cream. But the women are very sensitive, very loving. And sometimes, Lolita, it's hard to find people that you really trust. You got to be very careful of the people, because you're very intuitive, so you know who's who and what's what. But because you have that 8 energy in you, 8 always look for loyalty. Loyalty is the prime perspective of that number 8 in your 1-8 dynamic. And with that 1-8 dynamic that equals a 9, you have to see it. You have to exude love, universal love. I suggest you learn another language if you don't know a language now. Languages will help you propel you to another money level in whatever business you're in. Whether you learn Spanish or French, I suggest you learn another language, because, and plus your Sagittarius like to expand and grow. So in order for you to expand more, I suggest you become bilingual. Even if you learn Spanish, it's good for you. Anytime I see people with a number 9, they attract white, black, Chinese. They attract all types of people. They're universal. They're truly a universal people, the number 9. So enough respect to you, my sister. Big up to you.
Another brother real quick.
Uh-oh.
His number is 8
Leo.
2
Leo.
89. 82.
All right, well, I'm going to deal with what year you're going into. You're going into a number 1 year. This is a good year to start a business for you, Leo, number 2. Business. Good year to start your own business. And if you're not going to start if you have a job already, start a business on the side. But do something that you love to do. Remember that. Do something that you love to do. Right now, you're still in a number 9 year, so you have to get rid of all the people that you don't need to be around, places you don't need to hang around, things that are not assets to you. Get rid of all the liabilities that's around. I don't care if it's family or friends. This is the time to do it before your birthday come in on August the 2nd, because you're going into this new dynamic. And if you're in a relationship, renew vows. If you're not in a relationship, you're more than likely going to find somebody. If you haven't already found somebody new, I'm telling you, this is a nice year for you already, my brother. Let me go into this next one.
One more, man. I mean, she know I can't never say no to her. My boo-boo again.
Another boo-boo?
Yeah, another boo-boo. Sapphire again. Sapphire said, "Sir, can you please ask him June the 18th?
Woo!
June the 18th.
Another one. June the 18th. Yeah, she's a Gemini. Yeah, she's a Gemini just like you. Girl, what you know?
I said you on it, baby. That's what I'm saying.
June the 18th?
Lolita said right there.
Got you. June the 18th. What's up, girl? You all right?
All right.
Who? Now, well, she said thank you. I love you for thank you, sister. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Now I'm dealing with June the 18th right now, right?
Dealing with June the 18th.
You're going into your number 6 year, sis. Right now, you're at a crossroads with your life. You don't really know where you want to go because you're still in the number 5 going into your number 6.
Sis, it could be a brother. She just said just deal with that number.
Okay, well, whoever that is, all right? Whoever it is, all right? I'm just letting you know that you're in a crossroad. That person is in the crossroad of their life because really they're in their number 5 energy before their birthday come on that day, June the 18th. They're in their 5 energy going into a number 6. When you're in the number 5 year, a lot of things come in multiple, a lot of ideas come to you. I suggest that they write down their ideals and either go to school for something that they want to do or what they've always wanted to do that will take them to the next level. Why I say this? Because a 6 year is a year of balance and harmony, but it's also a year of education. Taking a few courses, not necessarily going back into school full-fledged, but taking a few courses to take you to the next level of your job description or whatever business. That's what that person born on June 18th should do because they're entering a number 6 year. And 6 is ma'at. You seek balance. They got to seek balance and harmony within their life. And like I said, it's a crossroad of their life. That is the 5 and 6 are the middle numbers in the numerology cycle. Those are the numbers that you know that there's a crossroad. A lot of sensuality, a lot of sexuality is coming. A lot of people is going to come. A lot of relationships might come your way from the 5 going to the 6, but there's one you might choose. And if you already have one, just reestablish it, maintain a more harmonious and more loving relationship with that person. But it is an educational year, and it is a year for harmony and balance for you who's going into this number 6 year. And of course, number 8, number 9s always see things to completion if they really want to. That's on one side. So I'm going into the 11, the master numbers. Number 11, people born on the 11th of any month, like Sam Cooke, like Minister Farrakhan. I don't care what, Elephant Man, the reggae artist. Number 11, this is what we're dealing. That's a master number. That master number, 1 + 1 is 2, which converts to the water number if not guided correctly. One thing I say about those born on the master numbers, they have a double dose of the number 1 energy that if they use it properly, they can accomplish what they will on this earth. If they use it properly, by God's grace, they can accomplish anything they want. But usually, most of the master number people were not taught how to handle the master number 3. So some of them get depressed. So the negative of the number 11 is indecisiveness, lack understanding, aimless, shiftless, dishonest, cruel, deceptive, petty, insincere, bad temper, and careless. That is the negative of those born on the 11th of the month. Because they start if they're following the lesser part of them, they will become a number 2, which all of this will fall in, but all of it will fall into a higher degree than the number 2 itself because the number 1 in its negative has indecisive nature, has a lack of understanding, and is aimless. So what I said about that 11, you have to hone the talents of children born on the 11th or the 22 of the month. But the greatness of them is that they're inventive, they're intuitive, they're spiritual, they're persuasive, they're peacemakers, they're considerate, they're team workers, they're revealers of truth, they're artistic, they're idealistic, they're masters, and they should pay attention to their dreams and also watch out for people around them because in numerology, under the tarot system, number 11s have to watch out for the decepting of other people. So they got to be careful of who they hang out with, who their friends are. That's who number 11. So if you have a number child born under number 11 or the number 2, more so than number 11, they got to be careful who they hang out with, and you got to be mindful as parents to watch out for who they hang out with because usually the people that they hang out with don't mean them no good as a number 11. For business, people born on the 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, sometimes 8 and 9 and 11 are good for you. For marriage, people born on the 1, 2, 7, 11, those are good marriages for you when you want to work it right. For romance, 2, 3, 7, sometimes 8 and 11, and of course 11. In harmony, those people born in the months of March, May, July, August, and October, they're good for you. Challenge months or challenge days are the people born on the 9 and 8, and those people born in the month of April and November. Now we're going to do this the last one. This is the last master number. The number 22 is an air number. People born on the 22 of any month is a master number. Like my man born Allah, born Master Allah, born on the 22 of September, like my sister. Big up to you, born Master Allah. Allah, born God Allah. Bring up to him. He did a great job up here too, man. It's enough to him. He's a master, and it's not by coincidence he called himself master when he's born under a master number. Shaggy's born under master number October 22nd. Beanie Man born under August 22nd. Mr. Bogle, who died, who was the originator of the Bogle, everybody know about that reggae Bogle. He was born on the 22nd October of August. So we got to monitor the master numbers. Anytime you see a child born under master numbers, you got to influence him to always continue and never give up. Always show him how to build from a level, from the ground up, and continue, because master numbers can accomplish whatever goals they want to accomplish if they put it in their minds right to do it. Any number really can accomplish goals, but some numbers, some numbers in numerology has just that extra to it, that extra kick to it. And when you have a master double twos, that's an extra kick to their intuitiveness, that's an extra kick to their structure, and the extra kick to their organizational skills. Big up to the guy that runs SOBs. He's born January 22nd. Big up to Perry, born January 22nd. Sometimes he messes up, sometimes he doesn't, but that's what it is. He just got to learn how to use that master number to be the very greatest self that he can be. Now, master numbers, the less of them is insensitive, criminal, indifference, schemer, vicious, inferiority complex, and crude. The greater of the number 22 is powerful, practical ideas, universal master builder, uplifting, international, enduring, and organized. For the business, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and 22, they're good for business. For marriage, 1, 2, 4, 7, and 22, they're good for marriage. For romance, the 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 22. And harmony, February, August, and June, those are good harmonizing tracks.
Happy birthday to Brother Reggie.
Reggie, happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Yeah, I can sing too, girl. What's up, man?
Hey, man, thank you very much for a House of Consciousness birthday salute. Birthday salute. I appreciate it all, man. And we making history, all of us together. This family is incredible.
Well, Reggie, you are in your number 3 year. This is a year of writing. You should really write your book. You should be really working on your book. And the debate should be very interesting, because you're going to express yourself really very well during the debate, because you're going in a repetition cycle when the debate comes about. So as you're going into your number 3 year, what you need to do is just make sure you dot every I and cross every T as you enter this debate. Remember, and see it to completion, because you're number 9. Number 9 has to see things to completion and maintain universal love in the debate also, and you will get an upper hand if you know what you're doing, brother.
I have been doing that since picking up momentum.
Yes, sir.
As we speak. So thanks so much for the proper reading. Y'all need to listen to King Simon. And I'm just so happy. Listen, April 10th, I don't know if this is a good number for me, but April 10th is going to be historic for our community.
Yes, sir. That's right.
But they have never seen them too much. I've been cutting through them, right? Just one man been cutting through them. They can snicker and laugh.
That's right.
But they ain't never seen this onslaught before.
That's
Yo,
right.
Reggie, did you see the interview with Brother Sharif in the house?
Yes, I've been watching it. I've been commenting it. I've seen their snickers and laugh. But I can tell you, it is fear.
So you saying when you on April the 10th, that laughter is gonna wipe off their face, huh?
In the first 20, 30 minutes of my lecture, it is going to be horror for them.
Damn.
I asked them politely to reconsider, to let's go in the back room, and say, but no, it is their ego. I don't have that type of ego. I reconsider everything. But I asked them politely, and they laughed. So now all you see is fear. They can put on suits and ties, right? And their American, their Americanness of that part of the Moorish will not save them. It will be the end of them. So they can say, they can call themselves a Moorish American all they want, right? But you can even look at their court cases. America does not love them. farther than even bond themselves and call themselves a Moorish American. So April 10th
April 10th.
April 10th will be historic, and it will be the end of them. But in the meantime, we got Brother Polite debate, which is also going to be historic. So, Sarnetta, King Simon,
Yes, sir.
New Covenant, you're doing incredible things for our family. And you know what? You're feeding our family.
Yes, sir.
Feeding our family. And those other people, they come to our community to eat. We don't come to them. They have no food for us. They come to this house to eat. Right? Right?
Yes, sir.
And on March 20th, with the help of King Simon and Sarnetta and New Covenant, lots of families are going to eat that day.
Yes, sir.
And bring something home to their family. So this is an incredible period.
Yes, sir.
So don't let nobody stop our show, right? And the snickering and laughter is only immature people do that. Only immature people do that. And so I hope our family can see through that. And it's just one man. And I've been cutting through 10s, 3s, 15s of them. And so we got something strong going on. So April 10th, it is going to be mayhem in the house.
Yes, sir.
All right, brother.
All right, Reg.
Hey, yo, you just remind me of Seti when you just laughed.
I know, that was a steady laugh right there.
That's all right, because you know what? We breathe the air through the same master teacher, right?
All right.
So we just do it a little bit differently.
There it is.
I ain't stopping. Is Seti going to be on this debate?
No, it's just you. Just go. It's just gonna
It's
be
just you.
All right, let us get back
We're
into this.
about to finish it up right now.
It's just gonna be you.
Again, with the master numbers, your challenge numbers is 6, 8, and 3. The challenge months are January, May, and October. Now, a lot of this can change due to your name. A lot of this stuff can change due to your name and what you attract to your name. And some of us change our names, and that could also change the vibration of the name that you was given on your birth certificate. But that's what I do in my intimate readings with you and when it's time. So also, with master numbers, remember, with great power comes great responsibilities. If you have any of these numbers, because each one of them have their greatness in it and each one has their negativity. With great power comes great responsibility. And we are all composed of these elements. We got the earth, we got the fire, we got the water, we got the air, and of course, don't forget that dark matter. And remember, the two greatest days in your life is the day you were born and the day you find out why you were born, people. We all have to ask ourselves this question: why were we born? And that's what I do with numerology, to help you find out why you were born. If you walk down that road, that's up to you. If you walk down the negative road, that's up to you. I was talking to a gangbanger on the street the other day. My man said, yo, I'm born on the 26th. He formed a gangbanger, went into the military and all that stuff. He said, I'm the 26th. I said, yo, you're supposed to be making money, but, you find hard to get loyalty. You find it hard to find loyalty. And he said, damn, you just caught it right there, man. And I told him, you find it hard to find loyalty because the 26 people born under that 2-6 and that 8, it's hard to find the loyalty. And usually they get caught up in legal problems and all that. Like Dr. York, that's one of the people that guided me. Born June 26th, he got caught up. But a lot of people was saying they was love him, but they didn't love him. They wasn't loyal to him. And a lot of the same one that was right next to him, who I know was right there in the courtroom testifying against him. I knew who that person is. And he know who he is. So big up to Dr. York and all your family, all your children, all your ex-wives, your former wives, the wives that you're still with. Huh? Khalid, born January 12th, 1948. He is as he was. People say, first of all, Khalid loved women. That's one thing Khalid loved was some women. And one thing about Khalid, he was very popular. Number 3s are always known to be popular, but he was a leader. He was a Capricorn. Most of the great scholars were Capricorn, like John Henry Clark, like Dr. Ben, like Chancellor Williams. And Khalid Muhammad, Martin Luther King Jr. These are great martial artists and boxers like Moses Powell, Bernard Hopkins, George Frazier, George Foreman, and Muhammad Ali, Capricorns. You got to think about all these people that are Capricorns that are doing some great things, and earth signs and water signs too, all mixed in. But some of the great boxers and fighters were definitely Capricorns, and some earth signs. Of course, Lennox Lewis is a Virgo, born September the 1st or the 19th. Can't remember that one. But my man, he's a Pisces with a earth number. Mayweather, born February 26th. So you got to check my man Pacquiao, born December 17th. He got that's a Sagittarius with an earth number. When I see earth, it's just be popping. It's just popping. It's just popping my head. I think my thing is to use numbers to help you master yourself. That's what Phil Valentine wanted to promote. Phil took my book, and I'm glad he uses it. And he had me do one of his clients already. So big up to Phil and people that's sending me their clients. Remember, if you want to get in contact with me, 347-496-1022. That's the thing we want to do at the Brooklyn Arts Fest. This place, me, Sonetta Polite, going to do something here. This place holds 4,000 to 8,000 people outdoor. Brooklyn. We can do this. Yeah. We can do this. In Brooklyn. Deep in Brooklyn. But, yo, we got to take over BAM before white folks already took over BAM and Dance Africa and all the rest of them. Let's do our thing, man. That's why I got this. It's black-owned venue, too. My man owned this, a club owner that I used to run with. He owns this place now. Also, support King Simon's family and friends, land ownership and building drive. I'm looking at a building. If you go on my Facebook, King Simon on Facebook or King Simon Productions, I have a GoFundMe. I'm looking for $6 million. I'm just being honest. $6 million. Matter of fact, put the camera on me, son. Put the camera on me. I'm looking for $6 million to buy this 15-room brownstone in Brooklyn. It's on sale for $6 million. So we can start our own school, have our own functions in there, have our own, that's all we need to do. I don't want to, I know $6 million seems a lot to most people, but in Brooklyn, yeah, it went up. And yes, we could take it to North Carolina and buy something more and different other things, but we need to have something, a beachhead in the hood. So they can keep on coming and see it. We tired of spending $35,000 and $5,000 at Alhambra. Although they black-owned, we respect them. National Black Theater, $1,500, $1,600. They black-owned. I want to do free events, and we do vendors, and we do debates and whatever we can do over there. But we can have school, martial arts, all that stuff right in our own building, man. I respect what Umar's doing. He said that's his dream. That's his vision. This is one of my dreams, but I want to keep it in my hood before I move out and send. We have a tutorial school in our hood, then send them to Umar School, college. That's what we can do. A tutorial in Brooklyn and send them to Umar. Sonetta can have his own. We need to raise money for his building funds. He don't need to be up here. He needs to have his own spot and let his family be free and to do what they want to do without us obstructing and coming in and doing what we do. So we raising our bill. Go to King Simon Productions on Facebook. Right? That's my beautiful wife, Sister Majida. She's a number 6, just like Sonetta. So and we go through our ups and downs, but I love her to death. You know, just like I love all my ex-wives. Right there in the middle, that's my grandmother, my late grandmother, born on June 22nd, 1917. She came from Jamaica. She was a midwife. I grew up with midwives. My aunts was a midwife. My mother's backyard in Jamaica was midwifery, where I just seen babies come out, and I used to help with the bedpan when I was. That's why I want to set up my own midwife on the land that we do get, property that we do get out of state. I do want to set up a holistic birthing center and a holistic old folks center, because we don't even have our own cemetery, sir. We don't even have our own cemetery to bury our own people. Oh, we gonna cremate everybody and just throw them in the dirt. So, you know, we can have cremating diamonds like Polite used to talk about in one of his books. So that's what King Simon Production. I want to thank Sonetta. I want to thank you, the family, for allowing me to be here. My number is 347-496-1022. If you wanna call in on Sonetta, and we can talk about you real quick before I leave out of here. If Sonetta got time, I don't know. You got time, son? Because I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here by 6, but it's all right. It's 5:23 now. I'm willing to work with you. So if you want to call in right now, I got you. We'll do the reading real quick. But if you want an extensive reading, call me at 347-496-1022 or text me. And then we can set up a schedule. It's only $2 a minute, minimum of 10 to 15 or 30 minutes. I also do yearly schedules, 3 years, 5 years, up to you. I did a 10-year years ago, and I knew all of this, and that's before I even got into numerology over 15 years ago. And I've been in it now for 10 years. And Lloyd Strayhorn, that is my teacher. Big up to him. Make sure you get his book, Numbers and You. That's one of my great books that's in my library. Also get Brother Polite's book, Solar Numerology. Big up to Amanette, who and him that's celebrating 18 years in marriage. 18 years. That is a milestone for a young couple. Believe me, brothers and sisters. So big up, big up, big up to brother Polite and Amanette.
Hold on. Peace and black power family. What's your name and where you calling from?
Calling from Wilmington, Delaware, man. I'm trying to get a reading.
What up? Yo, can you turn that down in the background?
Alright.
Oh, I don't need this no more, right?
Can you hear me, sir?
I hear you, brother.
What up, what up? How you doing, brother?
What's up, my man?
Yeah, I'm trying to get a reading, man.
Let's go.
I just need the month and the day you born, brother. Real quick.
6/22/80/82.
All right, good. I just needed. Don't give me the year. We do that for the extensive reading when you really want it. But 6/20. you born the same day as my grandmother, which is a powerful number. 6/22. You're going into
Hey, I heard that I was borderline both
Capricorn.
both signs, man.
Right.
That was the end of the day of the.
You all right? Can't hear you. What you say?
All right, let's move to the next caller.
All right, well, I just want to say to him, you're going into a #1 year, so it's good to set up a business. If you're looking for a new job, put out that resume and that information about your new job. If you're looking for a new relationship, go out and there's somebody that's going to come for you. Or if you're in a relationship, renew the vows. Make sure you hook it up. Make sure you take it to the next level in that relationship. But you're in a #1 year, and pay attention to your circulation. Pay attention to your eyes. Monitor your eyes. And because you're born on the 22, pay attention to your stomach. Be careful who you eat from and where you eat from, born under that number 22. And of course, you've had secret enemies in your life. You always have to be mindful of people that's around you because you always got these secret haters. So the number 22 is the number of secret haters. So y'all gotta be careful, all right? Peace.
All right, so show a couple of books. Show another book real quick.
Sure, brother. Of course, my book, Numbers Are Simple, People Are Complicated, on Amazon and Kindle by King Simon. This is a good book by the white guy from out of NASA, Numerology and Decoding Behavior. Also, Lloyd Strayhorn got a new workbook. I'll be teaching from that at a class out of Lloyd's new book. He also got Lloyd's Numbers and You workbook. And I got a new children's book coming out called Numbers Are Simple, Our Children's Health is Important. And that's coming out on the Dr. Africa's Publishing Company. Also, this is an Indian numerologist called Numerology with the Tantra and Ayurveda and Astrology, The Key to Human Behavior by Harish Johari. Check that book out. Now, these are some old books you might not be able to find. This is an old book from back in 1931. Your Days Are Numbered by Florence Campbell. Powerful book. Also, this one is by another old book of this book is 1890. It's an old book from 1890. The Occult Powers of Numbers. It gives you the Chaldean breakdown, the Kabbalion breakdown, all of that in this book.
All right, hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Peace and Black Power family. What's your name and where you calling from?
Peace, Wanda. Peace, King Simon.
Hey.
My name is Nikki. I'm calling from upstate New York.
What's
I'm calling since I'd like a reading.
Nikki, I just need the month and the day. Don't give me the year unless you want a good extensive reading. You call me later, okay?
God damn, Nikki.
You cut off?
Yeah, man.
Oh, call back, Nikki. Call back. He kind of cut you off. I'm sorry for that. Kind of cut you off. Don't forget Queen of Four. I'll be at Queen of Four spot on the 19th from 10 till 2, and then I'll be at the Zodiac Lounge from 4 to 8 doing numerology consultation, trying to help people with the God-given talents that I have.
Peace and Black Power, man. Turn that down in the back, man.
Who that?
Peace, what's up? What's up?
Hello, sir.
Who's that? That's Nikki?
Hello?
Yes, what's up, sister?
Yeah, I was calling to get a reading. 726.
726?
Yep.
Oh, so you're Leo number 8, huh?
Yep.
Loyalty of people has been hard for you, huh? You need loyal people, right?
Well, you got that right. That's why I called. I said, oh, you know what he's talking about.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You're in a number 6 year right now, sister. You're going into a number 6 year. Right now you're at the crossroads of your life. I suggest that you go and get extra education to whatever level you want to take, either in your business or at whatever job that you're doing. Also, pay attention to your bones. Pay attention to your bones. Pay attention to your throat. Pay attention to your breast. Pay attention to your teeth, because number 8s rule the teeth, bones, and nervous system. So pay attention to that and learn to reverse the effects of anything that might be happening by taking in some sea moss. Sea moss is good for you, but also remember, as a number 8 born on the 26th, you got to learn to invest your money properly. It's always good. I suggest you read a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad, or Rich Mom, Poor Mom by Polite. Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. You have to learn that, because you're supposed to own property. Do you own property right now?
Yes, I do.
Right. But you could own multiple properties, girl, that can help pay you all the time. So I suggest, because you're going into the 6th year, which is a property ownership year, go to the 6th year, learn, educate yourself on real estate, being a real estate broker, whatever, and flip your money and buy other property that you can rent out, so you don't have to work ever again for somebody else. Okay? You hear me? I guess he cut me off. Hello? You hear me?
Hello?
Did you hear what I said?
I heard what you said.
All right, so I want you to stay focused. Are you married still, or are you divorced?
I'm actually a widow.
When was his birthday?
September 21st.
21st. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm sorry to hear that you're born. He's born the same day as one of my ex-girlfriends, 21st. I know he was a very talkative person, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he loved to dance too, right?
Yep.
Well, may he rest in peace. Did you set up an altar for him? Set up an altar for him, out of respect for him.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, set up an altar, because he's still watching over you on the other side, sister. That's our energy. That's your energy right there, sister.
Believe it, I believe it.
Yeah, he ever came into your dreams?
Once.
Yeah, what did he remember? Best remember what he told you, but stay focused. He's right there with you all the time. He still loves you, still care about you.
Well, I sure appreciate that. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you too, sister. Peace.
Okay, you guys take care.
Take it easy. Damn, man, yo, the lines is blowing up for you on this shit. I ain't never, yo, real talk, I ain't never had the phone lines go like this, man.
Get my book.
Damn.
If y'all want personal readings, go to my Call Me.
Right. Peace and Black Power, family. What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, man? This is Vex calling from Norfolk, Virginia. What's up, Star? What's up, King Noble?
What's up, King Simon? I ain't King Noble.
Yo, man, hold up, man.
I ain't no King
What the hell
Noble.
is you talking about?
Oh, my boss, man, King Simon. I'm nervous.
Yo, don't make no damn mistake
Don't make no
like that.
mistake like that.
My bad, King Simon, man. I'm nervous, man.
All right, man.
What's up? Just give me the day you born and the month you born, brother.
The day I was born 28th of August.
28th of August?
Yeah.
Oh, you the Virgo, huh? Superstar Virgo, huh?
Yeah.
Very over analytical. You're very analytical. That's good to a certain extent. Usually what it is with Virgos, just learn not to be too over analytical. Yes, analyze, but don't be too over analytical. Because that's what, hold on one second. That's what people have blamed you in your relationship, being too over analytical. So what?
Yeah, it's too detailed, man.
Yeah, but that's you. But you're number 1. But remember, you're born on the 28th. That's a divorce number, so you got to be very careful of that when you're dealing in relationship. You have to use more of your sensitivity and be more attentive to the person that you're with. You understand what I'm saying?
All right. And how you feel about me being with a Gemini?
Well,
Born on the 14th of June.
Well, I tell you one thing. What's so good about that? It's going to be a compromise, yes. And she likes her freedom, yes. And she's talkative herself, yes. But one thing with a number 1 and number 5, you just have to learn that y'all need your spaces. Y'all need your own space. Like if y'all moved into a house, you said she born June 14th, right? When's her birthday again?
June 13th, 14th.
June 14th? It's only because because certain Geminis, remember, certain women can be very sensitive and want to be, but there's certain times when she needs to be to herself too. You notice that, right?
Yeah, but she kind of clingy though, you know, but I can deal with that.
I mean, I might need to know the year that she's born. And like I said, the names kind of can offset that too. Maybe she's born on the name that is a clingy name. Like she could be born on the name that adds up to a number 2, a number 6, a number, you know, that's what she could be adding up to. That's why. And usually that throws it off. What she has to learn, what she has to learn to do is learn to sometimes give you some space and respect each other for having space, and then make up days that y'all can unite and work together.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Also, you're going into a number 9 year, so you got to learn to get away from people you don't need to be around no more. Detox. Get away from them. Get away from people you don't need to be around. Stay away from people you don't need to, that's not an asset to you. Stay away from liabilities. Stay away from places also. And detox yourself, man, before your birthday comes. Detox yourself. Really go into your health and understanding your health better. All right?
All right, thanks, thanks. All right,
my brother, thank you, man.
All right, man, thanks, man.
Thank you, brother. You almost said King Go.
Where you going, boo-boo? Boo-boo?
Practice.
Where's Santi?
He's downstairs. Wait.
Okay. Family, before we continue, I mean, the phones are lighting up. I don't think we're going to be able to catch all of you.
I'm here
but
to 6 if I can.
if you want to get a full reading,
Call me.
King Simon is going to give you that information. Get your full reading. Brother King, talk to him.
My number is 347-496-1022. I don't just do birthdays. I do your name. I do the amount of years, probably 3 years ahead. I might go 2 years back just in case you say something. I tap in. I deal with your health. I deal with relationship. I deal with business if you want me to deal with. Whatever you might want to deal with, that's what I go down with that road with my numerology readings. I also make sure you write it down. Also, I take a picture of your reading and I send it to you. You could record it if you want to. If you got a phone that records, or if you want to go through conference call, we can record it if you want to, and we get in so you can always listen back to it like many business people has done with me. So big up to those sisters out in Tennessee and all that did that whole thing with me. So yeah, my number again is 347-496-1022. I'm here to help you. I'm serious about helping my people. It's really serious because I've received things about children and children in school. My mother told me years ago that when I was in school, I'm a number 1, February 1st, I'm a number 1. So yeah, I was arrogant what I did and all my stuff, but I'm telling you, you might have children that can't work in a European school. That's just what it is. They can't teach your children. And that's why when I was younger, I passed my test and just walked out the class because, I got hundreds. I passed my test with 100s and just ran out the class because they wasn't, and I went to go smoke weed, and sometimes I'll smoke weed and come back and still pass the test. And they bored me to death with their European history. Our children need our history. That's real. And that's what I try to tell that young lady. So we pray that Umar sets up his school. We pray that Polite set up his online school because Polite should teach an online school of flipping houses and doing different things.
No, he needs to do an online school with the children.
And health, yes, because he's a mathematician. Polite, y'all don't know, before all of this, Polite was doing sequential math.
I called a few times when Lil Ma'at was in school.
And he dropped
and I heard Almanet and I heard the wives and they was in there teaching. And I was like, oh, okay.
They really do.
So many times I heard Almanet. I think they was doing math one time. I called one time again. They was doing reading.
Do that.
You know, so they damn sure know they shit.
Each one do their thing. Aminette born October 24th. Ra'et born the 12th of May. And of course, you know my girl Renette doing superstar stuff born on the 14th of February.
What about my aunt?
My aunt born July 31st, the same day as Wesley Snipes. Big up to you, my aunt. You gonna be a karate kicking. Yo, Aminette is a martial artist. People don't sleep on Aminette. Please don't sleep on. While she was pregnant, she was doing martial arts. So give it up to Aminette all the time, man. But yo, anybody who want to call me, please. My number is 347-496-1022. Text me, we'll do a reading. It's only $2 a minute. You can pay via PayPal and we'll lock it in and make it happen. You will not be disappointed because you're invested in yourself and who you are and what you want to be. And how
all right. Peace and Black Power, family. What's your name and where you calling from?
Oh, please. This is Javon. I'm in Phoenix.
What up?
My birthday is 10/31.
10/31? Oh, you born on Halloween, huh? Hey, one thing about you, brother, remember, as a number 4, just always maintain your structure and organization. Your alignment numbers are 5. You're going into a number 5 year, but your alignment numbers are 5. So sometimes you can be scattered. So what happens, that number 4, that 3 and that 1, which equal 4, is there to help structure you and help you to be organized. I mean, you are so meticulous, you know when you go in your room if somebody moves something. Is that correct?
Wait, say that again. I'm sorry. I'm getting out my break. Let me go on to the area. Say it again, please.
You're born on the number 4. I mean, you are so meticulous in your room. You know if somebody came in your room and moved something.
Oh yeah.
That's a number 4, because that's how y'all are. But remember, you're going into a number. Your alignment numbers are 5, so you have your alignment numbers are 5. So you need to make sure that you use that 4 to stay structured, organized, and make sure you're clear in communication. Because what happens, people misunderstand you sometimes.
Yeah, I get that all the time. But Tom, let me ask you a question. What happens when you see numbers all the time?
What numbers do you see? They call them angel numbers. What numbers do you see all the time?
Okay, there's 2 sets.
Go ahead.
I had a dream with 141, and I hit 2. I hit for that number.
Oh,
this
wow.
was years ago when I was at. Yeah, I played 3 hours straight, hit 1,500.
Well.
Then on, believe it or not, at the end of the sign of this number, 741. I see that all the time.
741. We writing it down, sir. What you so?
No, listen. 141. I had a dream. It came to me in a dream. I needed money. I was petty cabbing in New York. You know, when you ride people around on the back of the bike.
Of course, you doing that? Get out of here.
The cops always was. They were targeting the petty cabbers. I said, "Fuck it, I'm not getting that damn ticket that day." But I went to, there was a spot to play lotto where the precinct was. I said, I'm gonna make money on that block. I went in there, I played the numbers. I didn't play on, I should have played more money. I had at least $10 to put straight on. I put $3 straight on 141. I hit it. I kept trying to hit it again. I missed it. It was like I hit November that year. I missed it in December. But lately, I've been seeing variations of 741, 147, something like that. Does that mean anything?
Yes, sir. Well, that means you should play it again. That's for sure. Stop playing.
I know.
That's what that means.
Yeah, I'm on it. I see numbers all the time.
You on it. You're on it. But let me tell you something. In numerology and astrology, scorpions are one of those numbers that hit lotto a lot, or that are very successful. A very successful scorpion is the one, the only Bill Gates, born on October 28th.
I know, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they are very successful. Your alignment numbers are 5, and 5s are good at getting numbers or playing the lottery. Very good, because when I add up.
Oh man, I'm like, you know what's crazy?
Yes,
let me tell you something, man.
Yes, sir.
I bought wheeling systems. I bought 2 books to help you with the strategies on wheeling. And it's funny that today, I plan on winning today, to be honest.
Yeah.
And then whether it happens or not, we'll see. But the fact that you came on the show with the numerology, I'm at home today to be able to catch the show, to even call. This is the first time I called in.
Oh, what? Thank you for calling.
This is lining up like crazy, man.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. There's a good book by a brother who passed on named Kenneth Dickerson. He wrote a book on how to...
Dickerson?
Yeah, Kenneth Dickerson. He died, but he has a book. There's a book that's online on Amazon or eBay called How to Win Games of Chance. He was one of those brothers that was winning, and he was born July the 6th. He was one of those people that was winning the game of chance, but he kept it under wraps because he didn't want the government to come after him. But there's another white woman named Gloria Howard. She's big in it, so she's a white woman. They let her go and do her thing. She was winning big time. But him as a brother, because he was a brother, he had to stay under wraps while he was winning. But get that book, and he mentions her in the book. Get that book, How to Win Games of Chance.
I might have the Gloria Howard books. I got one for Mega Millions, and I got one for the it's called Fantasy 5 out here in Arizona, but New York it's Take 5.
Yes, that's good. Yeah. That's good. Yeah, but my thank you.
Sorry, if I get a number to play, I'm gonna text it to you, and I'm gonna put a number in. If you catch it, I mean, you probably get a million texts, man. Play that shit, man.
Yo, man, as soon as you hit me with that number, bro,
believe me,
you got my word.
I'm being dead ass serious. I swear to God, I see numbers all the time.
Yeah. Brother, listen. Hold on, brother.
Yeah.
I'm glad you there. Because when you see these numbers, brother, please call me. I need a building, brother. I need a building. I'm putting $20 straight on the number. Every time you hit me with it, I'm putting it straight. You know what I'm saying?
No, listen. Stop. This is how you gotta do the bet, and I'm being serious. You gotta do half straight box. That's how you cover it, because it don't always come straight. So I'm gonna start. Listen, Fantasy 4 is twice a day in New York. You can win this shit every day. And we talking about blackness and all that. A lot of times black people don't be tapping into that energy where every day you can win something. I traveled about 3 different states the last couple of years, right? And I started meeting people that was winning all the time. They never looked like they had money. It was always a black dude or a older black woman. And I started talking to them, right? And I used to see this black woman. I was in Georgia. I was in Savannah, Georgia. This black woman used to sit there. And the people that she bet at, the bodega, they knew her. She would come in, and you know how they would give you the winning tickets? They had the old system where they would write it down on the calendar. She would sit down in the store, pick up the calendar, and she picked her numbers like that. People walk in and out, dismissed or whatever, and I used to talk to her.
That's right.
And she'd say, what's getting ready to hit? I said, what's going to hit? I know she knew.
Well,
She would tell me this number, that number, but she would hit it more like I couldn't catch it like she would. She would catch numbers like that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta. There's people that win all the time. Let me put it like that. There's somebody in Harlem that hits all the time.
Well,
there's somebody in Harlem that hits all the time.
You know, as a Scorpion, you're very intuitive. So always pay attention to your intuition. Always pay attention to your intuition.
Oh yeah, but I'm telling you, son, there's somebody that hit on that block.
Yeah.
There's somebody on 125th.
Of course.
That walk up and down the block that hit all the time. You need to find them, brother. You need to help to get them 10 hours a day.
Of course.
All right, no doubt, brother. Yo, as soon as you come across, man, brother.
I'm text you. My name is Javon, and this number is Javon, J-A-V-O-N.
Got you.
Phoenix, the 602 number.
Got you.
J-A-V-O-N. I'm going to text you, and my name in the chat room is Javon Jennings, but I'm going to text you when I see something. And actually, it's really the last 4 numbers of your phone number.
Oh,
I see that number all the time.
Wow.
Damn, that's it. Right in your hands. You got your last digits.
All right.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for calling.
Man.
Thank you for calling, brother. Thank you for calling.
All right, peace.
Peace.
All right. Peace and Black Power family. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Oh my God, sir, I can't believe I got free.
I know, it's a lot of calls calling in. Talk to me, sister.
Wait. What month you born?
My name is Krista. I'm calling from Illinois. And my husband's name is Tony.
Okay. Which one?
And my birthday is the 3rd of May, and his is the 2nd of May.
Woo! Wow, very good, interesting, close, very close, huh? Yeah. Now I know. Now you're going into a number 7 year, right? You listening?
I didn't hear you, Brother Simon. What did you say?
You're going into a number 7 year, and he's going into a number 8 year. The best thing that you could do for him is he into business yet? Is he doing his own business, or who do you work? Like, does he work for somebody?
He's with the legal system.
He's with the legal system. Now, this is a good year for him. This is actually a good year for him to go into business, but also tell him to pay attention to old bills that might resurge in this year. He has to pay attention to old bills that might come back. Okay. Whether it's old school loans and all that, take care of that. He can win, and definitely in this year he can win legally in the courts due to the 8 year, but he has to make sure he dot every I and cross every T. He has to make sure he's on point with it, because he's a number 3 and he deals with expansion and growth. And if he wanted to set up a business this year for something that he loved to do, it'll be a good year for him to do that this year. This year.
It's funny that you say that, because he wants to start his own business.
See that? Wow. King Simon is on point. Goddamn.
I'm just saying, that's what I'm reading, sister.
Yo, you know we lost her just now?
Oh, but listen to me. If you're listening, this is a good one. We lost you, sis, but this is a good year for him to start up his business. That's you again? That's her?
No.
Oh, you on the other hand, you're the spiritual side. You need to bring those intuitive thoughts to him, and more than likely both of you have to take a trip away and travel somewhere so you can get away, so you can get more intuitive understanding. But he needs to use you for your intuitive wit for this year, because you're born under that number 2 and you're going into that number 7 year. So very important. And he needs to start that business. This is a good year for him. Tell him to start it after his birthday. Start it after his birthday.
Peace and Black Power family. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's up? This is Morpheus, man. What's good?
Oh, my brother, what's up?
What's up, man?
My brother. I'm watching you, man. I had to call that name.
From the Force MDs.
Oh, man. Hold on, brother.
What's up?
Hold on, brother.
What's up?
From the Force MDs, man?
Yeah. That's my boy.
Come on, man. Hit me with something, man. Come on, man. Hit me with some old school. Come on, brother. I'm live right now. I'm live right now.
Yo, we
Force MDs in the building, yo.
We was all in the unsung. We was all in the unsung community.
Brother, man. Listen, man. I know brother Simon, man, for a number of years.
30 years, baby. 30 years.
You're a beautiful soul, man. You're a beautiful soul, brother. I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you, too, brother. Thank you, man.
I want everybody to hear that, man. This is a good brother. I just bought your book.
Thank you, brother. Let's run. Well, hopefully you'll run into me with sign. I'll sign it for you anytime, brother. You know the deal.
Let me ask you a question, my brother. What you got going on now, my man?
Right now we doing different stuff, man. I'm doing this television thing, man. I'm trying to get with you, sir. I'm trying to get with you, sir. I've been trying to.
He watch you all the time.
Hold up. You the brother that I met down there at the museum.
That's more.
Exactly.
Oh man, hold up. You forcing these?
You was the fourth? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man, all this time I'm with you. I don't even know that shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
I know. Many things going on.
Yeah.
I'm making some serious moves with this television thing, man. So we was supposed to have a meeting, but I know we got caught up doing the family thing that day.
Right.
But I did meet up with Stan Cofer and stuff, man. So he could like give me the rundown. So we just gonna arrange to meet up, and I guess sometime soon when you get free, but. Yeah, man, we gonna make some moves. That's what it is, man. That's what it is.
Yo, I met one of your brothers before he passed away.
TC?
Yeah, TC. And his son comes by all the time on 25th Street.
I know, Kush. Yeah, Kush comes through. Yeah, Kush with you all the time.
Yo,
I know that.
and Kush is bad. Kush is nice. He's nice.
That's right.
Oh, yeah?
That's my man.
Yeah, his son is nice.
Oh, yeah, Kush?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
He be singing for us out there. I be like, damn.
Exactly. Yeah. That's my man.
Yo.
But yeah, man, I just want to meet you, man, real quick, man. The sister and brother to the family, man, and brother Simon, man. You're a beautiful soul, man. Beautiful soul, man.
Thank you, brother.
Like I said, I know the brother for years, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you, brother. Tell Khalil I said what's up.
My son here, he said I give him a reading November 2nd.
November 2nd? Tell him he's going into a number 4 year. He's coming out. If he's a number 3, he's going into his number 3 year. He's a number 3 year now, going into a number 4 year. He should be writing. If he's not writing, he should be writing. But he needs to express himself through writing, art, music, videography, photography, whatever he's doing. He needs to do that. He's a very, very intuitive young man. And as a number 4, he has to also be careful of people in his circle. How old is he?
He's right here.
How old are you, brother?
I'm 35. I just turned 35 November.
But you, brother, what you need to do, brother, just be careful of people around you in your circle. Drink a lot of water because that 2 energy needs that water energy, and you're Scorpion. So pay attention to your intuition. You lost him?
Yeah, what's up?
Okay, they dropped him?
Yeah.
All right, don't worry, but pay attention. You born November 2nd. Stay focused, my brother. Stay.
What's your name? Where you calling from?
Be careful of people that might be not. Go ahead, sorry.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second.
Hold on, sis.
Just be careful, my brother, of people around you, because everybody that's hanging around you don't always mean you well. So stay focused, and just in your partnership, make sure you're very sensitive to that person that you're in a relationship. And if you're not in a relationship right now, just focus, stay focused. This is a year to stay focused and structure yourself and organize yourself, brother.
Hold on, Sapphire.
Go ahead,
I got somebody on before you.
Go ahead.
Peace and Black Power, sister. What's up?
Peace, Duchess of Wisdom.
Hey!
Hold on, Duchess of Wisdom. Oh, man. Don't bring no fire in here now,
Bring it, girl.
No, I'm not going to do that. Not today. I'm on my good girl mode today.
Oh!
All right, there you go.
I want to say to King Simon, this is awesome. I love it.
Thank
It's
you,
really
sister.
caught my attention, something I'm really into.
Thank you, sister.
But I'm 130 and my husband is 531. Hit me up. Let me know
Woo!
what's
You're 130. You're born. So you're Aquarius. You're Aquarius.
Yeah.
You're Aquarius 30. Like Tahuti, born the same day as not true Tahuti. Okay, and he's what? May what?
31st.
May 31st. All right, good. Gemini. What's so good about that is that one is born in May and one is born in January. Because you're born in May and January gets along quite well. Now he likes to be to himself. He's in his own head a lot. He likes to be. He's in his own head a lot. He likes to think. He thinks very deeply. All you have to do is just continue to help him to express himself. And I think because he has that 3 and that 3 number in his 3 and 1, he does express himself to you, and he opens up to you. I mean, he really opens up to you. You as a number 30, you're going into your number 4 year. You're in your number 4 year this year. So all you have to do, whatever you do, is maintain structure and organization in your life, and try to monitor what you're taking in as far as your heart and circulation, as far as blood. Make sure if you go to the doctor, make sure you get 2nd and 3rd opinions. Also don't settle for one opinion in your health. Always get 3rd or 4th opinions when the deal, and go to a naturopath as much as possible if you can. All right? You hear me?
All right. Yes, thank you. That was great on. Thank you.
Thank you, sister. Love you. Respect, sis. Thank you.
All right, peace.
Peace, Queen. All right, my sister Sapphire, you in the building. You back.
Sapphire!
Yes. Thank you, Todd, for reading my text. I really appreciate it. And thank you, Keith Simon. I met you at the conference.
Oh, okay.
And I had on a green dress. I don't know if you remember me, but you told me then to drink plenty of water.
Yes, I did tell you.
Oh, see that? He told you the same thing, so you see it don't change.
It's consistent,
Yes,
sister.
it works. But I do have 2 birthdays that I need to run by you, if you don't mind, please.
Let's start with one. Which one you want to run? First one.
Okay, the first one is November the 14th.
Okay. November 14th?
Yes.
All right. That person is a number 5 Scorpion. They born the same day actually as Red Pill and Blue Pill. One thing about number 5, you gotta let them go in order to keep them. Number 5 also, they have to start getting more rest also, because a lot of them like to stay up, and they stay up late and don't get enough rest. 5 rules. That number 5 rules change and movement and travel, so they like to keep it moving and do what they have to do. Also, because they're going into you said November 14th, they're going into a number 7 year. Tell them it's a good year for travel, but it's also a good year for meditation, deeper introspection of themselves. Certain things in their family they had to deal with, but this year they need to go into a deeper meditation of themselves, because they're at a crossroad right now of their life and where they want to go and how they want to go. You know, some people are not satisfied at this time, so right now they're going through a dissatisfaction, and they need to settle certain things with their family and people in the family, but also be able to want to travel or go near the water or go to school, go back to school and take a few courses. But people like them going into this number 7 year, they need to go by the water to get some inspiration from the water. So they need, as a Scorpion, they definitely need to go near the water and get their inspiration. Or sit in a tub and just relax and download information that they need. But tell them this is a good year for traveling to far distant places, but it's also a year about introspection and really digging deep within, finding out answers from within themselves and not looking outside for it. Okay?
Okay, and then the last birthday that I need you to give me is 8/6.
8/6?
Yes.
That's the Leo number 6, right? That's a Leo. Leo.
Yeah, I guess that is a Leo.
Yeah, that's a Leo number. Yeah, that's a Leo number 6. They are going into their number 5 year this year. So what they have to do is don't let the 5 energy scatter them. Stay focused, and as a number 5, they are more likely to have a lot of ideas coming to them right now. Leos are leaders. but they're better off in working in service to other people. They're good at helping people because he's born under number 6. Number 6 have to help people. They find graciousness and good things when they help people because of the number 6. They're good at doing educational things. They're really into education and knowledge also. They're very much into it. But this number 5 year, try not to scatter themselves, try to maintain the focus and try to maintain a certain a way of developing themselves as far as moving to the next level, because what's happening here, they're at the crossroad. When they're going into this new birthday, they're at the crossroad of their life. So they need to find out what they love. Remember the old saying, do what you love to do and you'll never work a day in your life. So they need to find what they love. If they're not already doing it, but if they're already doing it, they need to move to another level and expand in it, because you're in this number 5. So that means they need to put out their, as their number 5 years coming in, put out another resume, put out a dozen resumes to another job if they want to look for another job. If they want to start a business, be flexible enough to want to start a business, but they have to research what they want to get into, because that number 6 keeps the foundation, keeps them grounded to have to research and study and educate themselves to the next level that they have to do. Also, tell them to monitor their throat, their breasts, sexual organs, and please monitor that and try to bust up any congestion that they might get in their throat, because 6 rules the throat area and the chest area. So oregano is good for them, thyme is good for them. Check out Dr. Sadie Miles, check out our line of Alkaline Brother Polite's website about alkaline foods and all that, but they have to maintain their health. 6 will be good at health and all that kind of stuff, so enough respect to them, if anything, okay? All right?
Okay, thank you. You know, Nikki said she got disconnected when she was on hold with you, Sonetta.
Yeah.
She said her birthday is July the 31st.
All right, July the 31st, Sister Nikki. That's the one that lost
That's
that
the
truck.
one we lost?
Yes.
Okay.
Sister Nikki, I hope you listening. Go ahead, brother.
All right. All right, you're born the same day as Wesley Snipes. That's on July 31st. You're number 4. You have to stay structured and organized. But also, you are going into, let me see, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You're going into a number 11 year, which is a master number. These years come around very, 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 very limited times. They come around. 11 years means that, of course, your intuition is going to go to another level. Also, pay attention to your intuition of people that's around you. Don't just tell your secrets to anybody. Also, this is a good year for you to, this is a good year as a number 11 to master whatever you've been wanting to do and put out there. This is a good year to do that and step out on it, because this number 11 year is a master. It's not just a master builder, but it's a master builder on the spiritual level. So more things is going to happen to you more spiritually. Your dreams are going to get even more crazy if it's not gotten crazy already. But your dreams are going to turn up, especially in this master number 11. Pay attention to them. Write them down if you can, because it's a positive and negative in all of it, so you can learn from that master number 11. And remember that 4 energy that you have is there to help you structure and organize yourself. The 3 there is for you to express yourself through writing or some type of form of art or whatever, music, whatever you do. And the 1 is there for you because it helps you to be a leader. That's the 3 and the 1. Expression and leadership qualities you have. In order for it to be successful with the expression and leadership, you have to structure, organize, time management. You have to and these are things that you can learn. You can do this. But this 11 year is going to propel you to be more intuitive and to pay attention to that woman, that gut feeling. Also, be careful of where you eat, who you eat from, and mindful of people around you. Nikki.
All right, sister.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Sapphire.
One more. Nene said her birthday is 8/29, then I'm going to hang up.
Hey, Sapphire, what you doing, girl?
It's the chat room. You know I got to represent for the chat room.
All right, go ahead, baby.
Yeah, it's all right, my friend. It's all right. I enjoy doing what I love.
What is it again?
8/29.
8/29 is the birthday.
All right, go ahead.
Same day as Michael Jackson, right? Same day as Michael J. All right, I got it. Same day as Michael Jackson. Of course, that is a master number 11. You're in a number 9 year. That means you got to get rid of people you don't need to be around in this year. People, learn who your assets and who your liabilities. You're going into a number 1 year. A lot of people been calling with number 1. I'm a number 1. You're going into a number 1 year, so it's good that you talk to me. Business is what you do, and if you need a new job, this is a good year to look for a new job after your birthday or towards your birthday. Start looking for a new job. Remember, you're in a 9 year from 2015 going into August the 29th. So 9 represents feeling out people, detoxing your body, detoxing from people, places. Also being universal in mind and try not to let anybody turn you up into arguments. Stay universal in mind and also an attitude in the number 9 year. Because we're in a number 9 year which affects everybody, which can be either war or peace, but you going in from your number 9 into your number 1, this is also about business for you. It's also about new beginnings for you, new things, cleaning out your closet so you don't have to keep any of the old dust. I mean, really, literally clean out your phone, delete people you don't even need in your phone. Even if it's family, write their name down in a book and put it to the side. But you need to clean out your phone, clean out your closet, and find out who's an asset and get rid of those liabilities around you.
Okay, last thing. Somebody wanted to know,
yes.
Brother King.
Yes, sir.
What was the name of that book that you recommended to the brother? Remember when you were saying, get this book, get this book?
Oh, how to win games.
Yeah, because he said he was online looking for it, but they can't find it.
Ken Dickerson. Ken Dickerson. That's KenDickerson. Ken Dickerson. He passed on. His book is called, I think only his daughters are selling it, and it's called How to Win at Games of Chance. How to Win Game of Chance. Ken Dickerson.
And where do they look for that at? Google it?
Yeah, Google it up, because it should come up. He wrote a lot of books. He did a lot of stuff. He's one of Lloyd Strayhorn's good friends. He used to come on his radio show on WLIB all the time.
Tell him they ain't see nothing till Lloyd Strayhorn get here.
Man, and Lloyd live right up the block, man. That's
right.
What's so crazy.
Right. Lloyd live right up the block. He gonna be sitting here and he gonna go win.
You ain't seen nothing until Lloyd get on here.
That's right.
He been on Oprah. How you got on?
Lloyd was on Oprah?
Lloyd was on Oprah when Oprah first started getting big.
Damn.
Lloyd was on Oprah. He been on Katy Curry. He been on BLS, LIB, all the state radio. So he does a regular radio show in Washington every month. So he's always out there. So Lloyd, love you, Lloyd Strayhorn. Make sure you get his book. Numbers and you, and make sure you get my book. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. I'm bigging up all black authors first. Polite's book, Solar Numerology. Get his book that's on his 2012 stores. And also Lloyd's new book. It's called Lloyd's Numbers and You Workbook. This is a new thin book. It's only like $10. New book. Check it out. Very easy, very simple. All the Lloyd stuff. Mine is very easy, very simple. When you get to this book, it's a thick book. It's a thick book, so some people have problems going through that, but we try to keep it simple in these 2 books. These are 2 books that I'm teaching from in my class, and if you're interested. Also, I got to big up Ben and Gail Armstead. They put this together for astrology. This is a nice little chart that they put together. Very nice. You got it?
Yep.
And this is the other side. Very good chart. It breaks down a lot of stuff about the planetary alignments, all that kind of stuff. And it's only $6. I know they sell it on the street. Or check out their website, the Temple of Wisdom. TempleofWisdom.com. That's their website. I think that's what it is. It's still here. Sacred Wisdom Temple. The Wisdom Temple. I'm sorry. Wisdom Temple. But that's Gail. They've been in it for years. Gail, you know, the light-skinned sister. And the brother. They've been in it for years since First World and all those bookstores, Liberation bookstores around. They've been doing it. So I have to show enough respect to people like Sister Anais, Sister Roz. They've helped me with astrologics at their class. Gotta big up, of course, Ra'aku, Ma'aku, of course, Number Swami, my girl Natosha. Also, my brother Ampu and Minister Jew. Big up to those
Yo,
brothers.
where Ampu at, man?
Ampu in Colorado, baby. Dude, I'm going out there to visit him soon. I can't. Yeah, he's in Colorado, man. Big up to you. He's right there with the mounds, and that's where Ampu wants to be. He's doing a lot of events over there, so I'm gonna go visit some friends out there. The marijuana farms there. They got the marijuana farms. I don't smoke,
but you don't smoke.
Yeah, I don't smoke,
yeah.
But I'll drink it as a tea. Stop playing. I used to do it in Jamaica. So, you know, anything else? Anybody want to call? Anybody?
It's past 6 o'clock.
My website is KingSimonProductions.wordpress.com. Once again, KingSimonProductions.wordpress.com. My number is 347-496-1022. For those who write slow, 347-496-1022. Please give me a call if you want a reading. It's only $2 a minute. It's 10 minutes the minimum, and we go all the way up 30 minutes, whatever you want to do. If you want to do a complete calendar, you let me know, and we can sit down and talk. Even for children, whatever, family. I do family gatherings. I want to do a tour, so if you want me out there, call me. We can set it up. I'm very reasonable. I'm not extravagant. You just pay for my travel, my airfare, and we keep it moving, and we handle the business. Because I need to go out there and help people. That's all I'm about. I'm one love, one aim, one destiny. Sign that.
Okay, you get ready?